Okay, Mike. Your last name Smith, Mike?
No, it's not. It's I don't know why that's on there like that. I don't know why that's on there like that. I'm the only one in here.
I was talking to you, Mike. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. I didn't before. I didn't know it was just dead silence.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Where everybody at?
Hold on. I ain't even sent out the thing yet. I'm sending it out right now.
Oh,
Hold on. You was the first one on here. I was like, dang, I ain't even sent out the thing. How you even get did a text message come?
yeah. Text message came at like 6:45 or 5:45 your time, but like
Oh,
6:45.
it did? Okay, so my automatic thing should be on then. I don't know. What did it say in the text message?
It said the live was started.
It started? I gotta
Yeah,
read it. Okay, hold on.
let me see what it said.
Because I had stuff on auto, so I don't have to keep doing it, but sometimes don't know if it's on or not. Hold on.
Yeah, it was at 6:50. It says trading classes starting now.
Okay.
We're in, yeah.
Was it an email?
No, no, it's a text
Or a text?
message.
Okay, let me see. Hold up, hold up. Let me see. Did the rest of them go out? What? How did it come? That's weird. I don't even see that it went out to you.
I got it. I don't know how I got it, but I got it.
I sure don't know how you got it. So let me finish typing this quick. I don't see it go out. I don't even see that it went out to you. I don't see it went out to nobody. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, 650, and then you just send another text, and then it's got another one.
It could have been something automatic because you just signed up. Could have
Yeah,
been.
maybe so.
Okay, hold on. Let me just send this, press this. And what am I gonna title this? Because I'm just changing it up right now. What am I gonna title it? Okay, I just sent it out. Give them a little time. Oh, Tamika, you on here? Hey, Tamika, just give me. I just sent out the thing, so give me like a few more minutes and go over to my desk too. Hold on, y'all, and then we're gonna get started. Whoever's not here, just one. Okay, you guys. I don't know where everybody is at today. I would call them. That's gonna take a lot of work. I do not know where everybody at. They usually be here. Well, we'll just get started. And whoever pop in, come in. Um, because I can't track down everybody. So before we get started, I got a few things on the list today of things to do, but for the main part of this, I really want us to still be focusing on back testing because that's gonna level you up. Is my phone ringing? Hold on, 1 second.
Okay, show me the proper way to
Hold
back
on.
test.
I will. Hold on. What is this? Um, delete. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna show you the proper way to back test. I'm also show you what I showed them last week, which was how to document your back testing. And I got some examples of I am creating a binder for my back testing, meaning I have images and everything. So, like for example, see if you can see this.
Hey Jasmine.
Hey, Tamika.
Hey, I did a quite a bit of back testing.
Okay, good. On
I enjoyed it. I enjoy when I see that TP. I'm like, this is so much fun, especially since you changed my chart because I was doing it a whole different way. But I was gonna tell you oh, on that, you remember I told you the spreadsheet you sent out?
hmm
Um I I know you said I had to put it in Google Docs and all that. I couldn't figure that out, but I end up just making a spreadsheet
Okay.
and I got a question. How do I do like I fill mine in
hmm
and I know you had some duplicates on yours, but like how do I come up with the ratio? I
Oh
couldn't
yeah,
figure
yep. I
out.
forgot to show you how to do it. So can you share your screen with me and I'll show you how to
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Let me give you access. Hold on. Stop sharing.
Let's see.
Um,
Um,
well, I think I gotta give you access. So how do I do that again? I do it all the time. I can't never. Okay, there we go. Okay. I think I might have to stop sharing. I'll stop sharing. Okay, perfect. Yeah, after did that, I said, "Oh, snap. I forgot to show them that part." Because I had showed it to
yeah,
Alex.
oops, hold on. Why is it tripping?
What is this?
Okay, it says I'm sharing. You able to see my screen?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
sharing.
But I can
Okay,
only see Zoom. You got to go to your trading view.
okay, hold on. Why is it not letting me?
Just click. Yeah,
Uh,
there it is. Yep.
There it
Okay, here's
is.
my chart,
Mhm.
and here is. Oh my God, this is in my way. I can't move this. Hold on.
You grab it at the dots.
On the left hand side.
Wait. What you trying to move? What you trying to move? Is it me?
Like
Like a picture?
it's showing like everything for Zoom, and I'm trying to move this out the way
Oh, okay. So yeah, we can't see that. So
because
yeah.
I can't. I can't see my stuff. So
Right.
hold on.
Okay.
So this
You did all of them?
I did.
Wow.
Oh my good. I'm so man. Woo! Everybody clap it up for me. That's crazy. How many is that?
But
20? You did 20.
I did
Wow.
20. But I left this because I didn't know what that was.
Your risk is basically the same as the stop loss amount. That's what you're
Oh,
risking.
so I was putting this in what it was. So actually when I go and set my stop loss and it tells me what I'm risking, that's what that is.
Yeah,
The same
because
thing.
you're risking what however much it's gonna be when it hits your stop loss, because that's what you're gonna lose. You're risking
Right.
$33 to make $153, which is your take profit amount.
TP. Okay.
Yeah, so that's the risk. So that's really why I said that was you can really erase that one. Or like in mine, I literally just copy what my stop loss amount is and for the
Okay.
risk. So you can that's a duplicate. Yep. And
Okay.
this okay. And then so what did you find? What was like out of 20, what was your win rate? Like so how many did you lose? And you can go in and like highlight, like let's just say the CCI, whichever ones to hit your stop loss, or you can go to stop your stop and put like a red if you lost that trade, if your stop loss got hit with that trade.
So this is what I did.
What?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have two where actually this one where I said it so what I did, I looked for your strategy when I back test. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. And which time
I
frame
went
did
through
you
look
use?
huh?
Did you use the same consistent time frame on all of these trades? I would
No,
use.
I kind of mixed it up. I did like 1 hour. Remember I told you last week I was looking at the 1 hour on Tuesday and Wednesday, and I
Mm-hmm.
came home from work at 6 and they were hitting.
Mm-hmm.
I went back. I started with those two, and then I did 15 minutes, and then I also did them all in 2026. I didn't go back
Okay.
in 25, 24, but then I
Okay.
dropped down to the 10 minute, and then when I was just kind of messing around as far as the different time frames.
Okay. So look, let me pause
Just
right here real quick. First of all, I just want to say, hey, Lillian, welcome. Um, what we're doing right now, Lillian, is Tamika is showing us her back testing. I don't know if you were here last time when we were doing the back testing, Lillian. If you weren't, this is going to be a night we go over it again. So, but Tamika, what I want you to do is because we got to
mhm,
make it super clean, super consistent. So, if you can go, you see how you got sheets under there, make another tab
mhm.
and isolate, like put all the 15 minutes together,
Okay,
all the one
okay,
hours together, all the 10 minutes
okay,
together. And then I still want us to have 20 of each.
okay,
Okay. Because then that's going to help you. Like if you're looking at the 1 hour to trust, like, it usually 8 out of 10 times it hit that TP. I know it's pulling back right now, but if I just hold it, it hit that so you can
hmm
really see and give you that confidence because right now, um, you will have to be jumping back and forth, right? On the different time
right.
frames and stuff like that. But finish, okay, but yeah, that's the side note. That's what I want you to do later. But yeah, finish telling me about it. What else?
Um, so yeah, so I was just like so like on some of them, let's see, like on this one right here on the it played out like the next day. Like this one on the 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
I did this one on like June the 7th at 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
and it ended the next day at 3 a.m. with
So,
one micro.
okay, so that one was so basically that's an overnight play.
Yeah, that was an overnight play.
Okay, but technically with futures, if you open up a position after the open, like 5 o'clock, and
Mm-hmm.
it's one day, so you would have just had to go to sleep and wake up, and your stop would have been, I mean, your TP would have been hit.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
what that would have been. I like those plays though, because look how much money that was with one
Yeah.
micro.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, do you see that? One
And
micro.
that's which she's got that the 1 hour or that 10 minute.
The 1 hour. Wasn't it the 1 hour, Tamika?
It's
You
the
got
1 hour right here.
7 p.m. New York.
Yeah. Can
The
you
TP
highlight
was
that?
286. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you risk $87. Yeah, I
Yeah.
see.
Mm-hmm.
She risked $87 to make $287, basically. Oh, hold on. Snap my phone. Wait, I think my daughter. Where's that phone? That's crazy. Hold on. Where's it at? I literally. Oh, it's right here. I think she was like trying to get in here. Give me a second.
How long did you have to hold that for?
That one was that's the one that it started at 7 p.m.
Okay.
and it ended at 3 a.m.
Okay, so it's 9 hours.
So that one went over, yeah, when I back
Yeah.
tested for that one. But I think that's the only one that kind of went over. All the rest of them was pretty much in the same day. Like this one held a little bit long on the 18th, 7:40 to 9:10. And I did 2 micros and I made like 260.
You on your way to practice? Yeah. Okay. You want to keep it here? Yeah. Okay. What if I start without you? You gonna do that? Love you. Oh. Bye. Bye. Okay. Sorry. That was my daughter. So, okay, Tamika, yeah, I love this data. I love seeing this. It's more fun than looking at the charts. Can you go back to it?
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it. I'm not lying. I was like, what?
Exactly.
I was
Okay,
like,
so
this is crazy.
yes. So look, she risked 87. She had one micro. The micro cost her $50. The TP, the stop loss was $87. And then, but that is crazy. So that's how it's supposed to be done, though. So here, oh, let me show you how to do the risk, and then I still want you to no,
Okay.
finish telling me this, and then I'm gonna show you how to get the risk to reward. It's with this little tool, but I don't want to make you stop sharing for that. So
No, no, no,
anyway,
you're fine. I was just saying, I went through it. I actually spent like hours just doing this and some of them I kept replaying over and over and because like I would set up the play and do
hmm
a retest and I would be in the negative. I'm like, why am I in the negative? Why am I
hmm
not making any profit? And I would go back and look and it would be a pullback. So I had to I was setting it to retest at the pullback instead of at uh when it was actually breaking through.
can you go to your trading view and show us how you did this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me go in there. Let's see. I'll redo this first one. Hold on.
And then while you in your trading view, that's where I'm gonna show you how to do the thing.
Okay. Let me see if I can shrink this.
Lillian, can you put in the chat if you started your back testing yet? So you found your day. I mean, so tell me about your process. How did you go about looking for the day, or did you just look for the strategy and then you found what day it was on?
So I did look for a lot of the strategies. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I did a lot of my back tests and just using the strategy.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed
I
to do. What else you supposed to
okay.
do?
So I will start with the one I told you last week,
hmm
the 6 o'clocks on I think that was last Tuesday and Wednesday
Uh-huh.
on the 1 hour.
hmm Yeah.
So I just go find my day. So we'll go to the 16th and I hit go to. I need to take all this stuff off my chart. Hold
You can
on.
hide it if you want. And Mike, you be trading in Q, don't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty much like all MNQ. I'm like addicted to MNQ. I'm not gonna hold you.
Mhm. I mean, they the same. It's just I used to trade only. I started off at ES, well, SPY, and then when I went to futures, I did ES, and then when I started trading before New York session, I wanted more. I wanted it to move more, so that's why I was trading NQ, and that's how, like, if you notice all of the stuff that I'm teaching on my trainings, they NQ, NQ, NQ. And
Yeah,
now all we do is trade MES because I mean you can NQ costs 2 times more than MES
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's just more volatile, but they pretty much move the same. You can everything you can
yeah.
do on ES you can do on NQ. You make more
Right.
money on NQ, but you can also lose more money faster on NQ.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I know that for sure.
uh,
I done been there.
mhm.
Sheesh. Yeah, I learned my lesson.
Yeah, but they pretty much do the same thing. So yeah. So I started back trading ES because I didn't like how volatile it was, you
I
know.
like the volatility. I think I'm addicted to the volatility.
Yeah, we you got to get you out of the addicted mindset though, because this is dangerous. It's dangerous to be addicted to trading. Very
Mm,
dangerous.
Okay, guys. So like this is the 1 hour chart.
Okay.
And like I said, I look for the strategy on here. I look for the CCI. I look for the squeeze on the
Uh-oh.
PPO.
Uh-oh. Girl, you see you got them upside down. The ADX
Yeah,
supposed to
it,
be
it
underneath.
switched. Hold on.
Okay, I
It
was about to say
moved.
I
I
know
don't
you
know
ain't
why my
using
no,
squeeze.
my chart been moving lately. Every time I go back in, I have to fix it. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, it do be doing that sometimes.
Even on my phone, it's just like the other day I had a hard time trying to fix it on my phone.
Okay.
what's
Yeah.
the ADX again?
It's called the average directional index. It's just a strategy that I learned as a beginner, and it worked. It worked.
It
It's
does.
the average directional index. I guess it measures the strength of a trend.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Tamika.
Okay, and then so what I do, I just draw I go get my vertical line too, and I usually put it where I'm gonna do the retest at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
and then I'll go over here and I'll hit replay.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually take mine to where I see the pullback. I'll start from there and I'll put it right here.
Okay.
Okay. And then I go back.
Wait, when you
I'll
say where
draw
you see the pullback, what do you mean?
hmm
When you
where
say
the red candle was at on the
okay,
right side.
okay, got you.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I do the trend line.
Okay.
So I usually do mines like this. Okay. Like that, or you can do it like this.
Okay.
Like, hold on. Like that.
Yep.
I guess
Yes, ma'am.
whatever your preference is.
Right. Yep.
And then I'll go hit, well, you choose how many contracts you want. So this one's two.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to change it, I just use a click in there and I'll change it to one or two, however you want to do it. So we'll leave it at two.
Okay.
And then I'll hit buy. And usually what I do is I move my stop loss underneath the last um what am I trying to say? The last candle.
Mm-hmm. So look,
And
The
then
tell
one
us
I
about
the
where
one
you
on the left or the one on the right with the big wick?
the one on the left.
with
Okay.
the big
The
wick.
green one.
Uh-huh. The green one.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I make my TP. So I guess for me, TP varies for me.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm gonna place my take profit at because I know Jazz, I always say look to the left.
Mm-hmm.
So on this one, the first TP is, correct me if I'm wrong, Jasmine. So
Okay.
I would take mine till probably this first one right here.
That is a, yep.
Right here.
Let me see. Yep. That
Right
is,
here is where I would put mine.
yep, that is a good level for your first
hmm
CP.
Right here. And right in here where you see the rejection right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second TP could be possibly right here. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Right here or at the wick,
Yep.
possibly. You kind of
Exactly. Yes.
get, gauge it or whatever.
Yep.
And then I go here and I hit play. Well, my CCI there. Yeah. I make sure the CCI is coming up. Sometimes it's not there. I just kind of push play until it kind of come
There.
about to
Yep.
come up right there on
Mm-hmm.
the negative 100. I think it's at negative 101. Negative over here to the far right.
Mm-hmm.
Then I hit play and
Look.
it hit it right there.
Exactly. And it
Hit the
hit your,
first TP right
and
here
it
and
hit
see the next one
TP2.
is right. Uh-huh. And that would have been
Exactly.
TP2 right there. Or
Exactly.
actually right in here.
Yep.
Yep. And then I just pull up my screen right here and it show you your take profit right here
Okay.
and your two micros right here. What I traded.
Perfect. So look, you traded two micros. The micros, that was only $100. You made
Mhm.
$490 off of $100 using that.
Right. And I forgot to mention what my stop loss was because when you pull it up, it shows how much you're risking the amount on your stop loss over
And I
here.
saw it, and I was about to say something about that. You gotta pay attention to that, even when you back
Yeah.
testing, because look how much money when you pulled it back, that thing said $466. When
The
you put
stop
it way,
loss.
yep, when you put it way under that wick, and I know you don't want to risk that much money.
No.
So you got to put it at a spot where you like this makes sense. Like for me, if I'm doing the 1 hour, you do need a bigger
Mm-hmm.
stop when you're doing on a higher time frame. It just is what it is. So I would say you got to put it at a like let's just say if you're doing two micros, 200 is a, that could be standard, but a lot of times it'll be less than that. But like
Mm-hmm.
200 for me is a max, is a max. So, and then so now that you, whenever you back testing, this is not for you to be, yeah, pull it up. It's not for you to be perfect. It's for you to start to see like where should my stop loss be, because it never did come back below. So I guess remember how you said you put it where the red candle or something? What you were
Like
saying?
right here.
Like
Right
no, I'm
here.
talking about when you first started the trade, like the back test. Like when you first want to back test, where will you put the replay? That blue line.
Wait a minute, you lost me. Say it again.
When you first want to start retesting and you find the beginning of the strategy,
Mm-hmm.
that's where you so put your those little scissors wherever you would start your strategy, right? Put it back at that line, that
The
horizontal
yellow
yellow
line.
line. Yep. So you look right there. Now that we can see what our strategy is supposed to do, now you can see where your stop loss is supposed to be underneath, maybe underneath that red candle. You know, the lowest of the red candle, maybe not all the way underneath that green wick. Because now do that right there. Just put your thing right there. And then now put a stop loss. Pretend like you're trying to get in the trade. Let's see how much money if you bring it up closer. And
Okay.
and you can see on a 1 hour, this means you let a green candle close, before, as you can see. So that's
So
250.
right up under here would be
Yeah, that
250
makes more sense because you got to think about it like it's your real money. I
and
would
don't put it
not.
all the way down there at 432.
I mean,
Got
it
you.
makes sense though. It do because it never came nowhere back. But
Mm-hmm.
if this was your real money, you would have need to have $500 in your account, and you would have been having to be ready and willing to lose it, which I don't think you
Okay.
would.
Okay.
Right?
Got you.
So even though it is a winning trade, you still got to look at it logically. So Just put it anywhere really quick, and then let's make the candlesticks bigger so that we can really, yeah, yep, you was doing it right. Yep. So that we can really see where a stop will have to be. So, okay, so you could say something like, I'm gonna let a green candle close or whatever. Or clearly you can see that red candle just underneath that wick, you know?
Right.
So now when you start back testing more, you just find that last red candle and put it underneath the wick and see how that works. Now this
So
is
you mean
more,
like so it needs to be under the wick, not like under the candle though, right?
it depends on when you get in the trade. I would say put it underneath the wick just for standard, right? But
Okay.
but if you start getting in the trade, imagine that you start getting in the trade and it start moving. By the time it start moving, like you can put it underneath closer. But for now, let's just say put it underneath the wick for now.
Okay.
And then, so look, if you put it underneath the wick for now, in real life though, you probably ain't gonna be able to, and we also are doing this on the hour chart. So if we saw our strategy shaping up, it's very likely that you would have moved down to the lower time frame and got a way
Right.
better entry.
Right.
It's very, very likely. Okay. So like right here, this is what else. Make your screen. I'm about to show you something else. So put your screen, like you on one screen right now. Go up
Mm-hmm.
to that little thing where you can make two. Okay. Now you see you on the hour on this chart. Now click your other chart. Click the empty chart. I mean, not the empty one, the other one. Not that one, the other one. Yep.
This one.
That, yep. And then click 5 minute.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, that's 5 minutes. Now, what I want you to do is the same date that you have on your replay.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? You remember that date? Go ahead.
The
The
16th,
June
wasn't
the
it?
11th.
It was
Oh,
June 11th. Yep, June 11th. Or is it? Make sure, double check. Yep,
Yeah,
June
June
11th.
11th.
Okay, so now that your other one is already selected, go down to that calendar thing. Remember to yep, over there. Yep, and then go to June 11th. So now it's going to show you what it looks like on the 5 minute. Where your entry. Wait, is that the line right there?
Yeah.
Yep. So now let's see what the CCI was doing right there.
where where's the red wick at for the stop loss still?
It's right there. It's go over to the left, right at the bottom of this candle. It's at the bottom of that lowest one, right before she got to the highlighted one.
Okay, okay.
You see, like that low, because
Yeah,
they
to
don't.
the left.
Yep, to the left.
And it's got a little small green candle next to it. Okay.
So wait, when I feel like that. Oh, she was underneath that green wick. Remember when it was that long wick? It
Right
wasn't.
here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then remember that long one is just the low of the other ones that was to the left on the 5 minute.
Mm-hmm.
So they literally, okay, so look, look where your go to your yellow line on the 5 minute.
Right here.
Yep, right there. Look at our strategy. You see the CCI was coming up right before that. So this is when I say alignment, that's what that means. Go to the right there at the bottom of the CCI where it's -100. And then scoot over right before your yellow line. Scoot over some more to the left, the other left. Yeah. To the left. Like right before your strategy started playing out. Right there.
Right here.
Yes. Now that's what I mean when I say connection, alignment. You see how it's starting right here and it's starting on the hour at the same time on your other chart?
Let's see. 11:00. This one says what? 11. Yep, 11 a.m.
It's just you're a little bit,
And
what is that one? And that one's gonna be on the hour, so it's gonna be
let's
It's
see.
that large green wick right there.
it's that candle right there. That
That
this is
green
11 a.m.
11 a.m. and 11, that's what I mean. You see, the two things are happening at the same time. So if you saw that your hour was approaching, right? Like the CCI, and then you drop down to the 5 minute and you see your same CCI strategy happening, or it either just started or it's in play. Like you see, that is your entry. You get in and look. So now let's count from the bottom on here. You see, you are at 7275. I'm looking at that number where you got your spot. Yep, right there, 7275. So where would you put your base off of this? If you would have got in, because you knew it was happening, right? You knew it was coming, the 1 hour, right? So
Mm-hmm.
now you drop down to the 5 minute. Where would you put your stop loss according to this?
On the 5 minute chart,
Yeah.
right? That's 7269, right?
Yeah, right around in there. So it's likely not $200 though. So I wanted to do the math. So if we say 7 to, let's just say, go back to right there. Yep, 7 to 70. We can say 7 to 70 or 7 to 69, whatever. We can round it up. Now count down where your stop loss will be. How many points is that? Points is just one. So go down to tell me when to stop, where you have your stop.
Like right here,
Yep, a little bit down,
6-3.
a little bit,
7263,
a little bit down, a little bit more.
a little bit more.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can put it right there. Okay. 7 to 6. So where do we start at?
Right here.
7273,
13 points.
13 points. So
Yeah,
13,
17, 16,
that's
17, 16. Yeah.
that's still not $200. It's $100 because 10 points is $100. So it's like $130, not 200 or $400. You see? So now
Right.
you was risking 100. That seemed more likely for your account, right?
Right.
It seems
And
so
that's
now.
because it's on a lower time frame, right?
Exactly. So you get a better entry.
Gotcha.
That's when I say alignment. That's what I mean. Like you want to be in alignment. So when you're taking your trades on the hour, when you see it coming, that's when when I always say to y'all when I send out that message, like, okay, our strategy is approaching on the hour. And then I always say, drop down to the lower time frame and find the entry.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this means.
Okay.
That's what that means. So now you're gonna have now you only risking 130 to make what it hit your stop. It was 490.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Yep.
pretty much timed it by 4. That was a 4 risk to reward. So now let me show you how to do the risk to reward. Okay.
Okay.
Is this making sense to everybody, Lillian? Is this making sense to you? Mike, is this making sense to you?
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
paying attention.
so now Tamika, what I want you to do is you can just scooch instead of making one screen again, go to the middle of your screen. Nope, you can leave it like that just so in case we need it again, but go to the middle and yep, drag it to make it cover the other one pretty much. Other way. Yep. Yep. Keep going. Yep. So now we got most of in case we need that other screen again for anything. So, yep. And now you can move your screen back to normal and then let it play out. And then I'm gonna show you how to do the risk to reward thing. So now you can just press play at the
Doing
bottom.
that.
Just put your stop where you will put it. Okay, don't press play yet. So what I want you to do now is go over to that tool. Go over to the left to your tool area. And then that button right there, down one, down one, down one, right there. Yep, with the L. That L is for long. Click that button. It says long position. Everybody watching this is important. So this is how you're going to be able to know your risk to reward, how much you risk and what to make. So grab that. And then what I want you to do is you can click where your TP is at. Go to the session. Yep, favor that. Click where your TP is at. That spot. Okay. And then, so now click the whole thing. Let me get access to your thing real quick, just so I can show you. Don't move. Yep, just drag that whole thing. And what I want the middle of that whole thing, it should be where your entry is at. So where your blue line is at, the middle
Okay.
line of that thing should be where you got in at. So great. I need you to grab the whole thing. Yep. Yep. And put the middle of that line should be where your entry is at, where your number two, where you entered. Nope, down some more, down some more. Yep, right there. It should match. The middle line should match exactly your thing.
Like that?
Yep. Wait, almost. Hold on. I'm just requesting. Just real quick. Let me see if you okay, hold on. Like this. I got control. Like this. You see how the middle line is literally exactly where, and then I'm gonna just pull it up. Oh, I just moved your TP up. But what I'm gonna do is grab this thing and I'm gonna pull it to where my TP would be. And then I'm gonna grab this bottom and pull it to where my stop loss is at.
Okay.
So now
Okay.
you get to see your risk to reward. You see that? That's what your R, your risk and reward. Three, this is a 3-to-1. So you risk
Okay.
whatever you're gonna make 3 times what you're risking. That's what that is. Okay.
Okay.
So now you can go into your spreadsheet and put that because we don't want this is called risk to reward. Before we used to risk 1-to-1. Some people can do that. Yeah. Some people have an inverted risk to reward. Like they risk more to make a little, but they got a higher win percentage. So when you got like such a big risk to reward like this is where the math come in at. This is how people can have a high, it'd be people with a high lose rate, but they still make millions or are super
Yeah.
profitable because when they win, they have big risk to rewards. So it's like, I don't need to win all the time because my winners are going to make up for all the times that I lost. And it's going to make up plus some. So even though I lost a bunch, I'm still going to be in the green overall for the year, for the month, for the week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm not gonna say for the week, who knows, but overall, let's just say for the month, for the year, I'm still gonna be in the green. So we want a risk to reward. I was just telling Mike, now that I'm trading the 1 hour, I really don't want to take a trade if it ain't even like a 1.5, at least bare minimum 1.5. Like otherwise, it's no point for me to take the trade. It's not enough in it for me, kind of a thing. And I think we can move this higher because it could go to the wick. And it might even be more. So it's a 3.33 risk to reward. So
Oh, okay.
so we want trades like this. We want trades that's like a 3, a 2 to 3, bare minimum 1.5. Like so I at least let's just say I'm risking 50 to make 75. That's the bare minimum. Right? So with this, you're risking 100 to make 333. That's how we want to do it. So even if you did lose overall, if you only take trades like this 2-to-1, you still will come out a winner. And if that's why we want to understand what is my average risk to reward. Because once you start getting those numbers down, now you can really know what you're working with here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, that's how you use it. And then you just move it around. So if your stop was lower, whatever, you would just move this to the spot, and it's going to tell you risk to reward
Oh, okay.
right there,
Okay.
1.34. So, yep. Okay, so that's how you get it. Anyway, I moved your stuff around.
Ooh.
Okay, so yep, you saved that. Okay, let's see what else. Let's go back to your data so I can see what else. Like, I want to see what the rest of the profits and
My
stop loss.
spreadsheet. Okay.
Yeah, and I want
Let
to
me
see
pull it
how
up.
many lost. Like, did any of them the stop loss get hit?
Nope.
No, None with the strategy. But let's look at all of the
But I told you on some of them, like I would see the strategy and I would just do a back test on it. But when I look at my profit, I was in the negative. I had lost money, and I kept saying, "Well, why am I losing money?" And I'm actually seeing the strategy. I see the candles, and which one was it? I think I wrote it down. Let me see on my
your
scratch sheet of
stop was
paper.
probably like when you said when you was in the red, like at the end of it, you'll be in the red if you look at your profit target.
No, yeah, I would be in the red. Yes.
That means it hit your stop loss. So go to one where it did that. That's what that means.
Let me
It
see
means
if I
your
can
stop loss
find one,
got hit. It probably
cause
your
I
stop
thought,
probably got hit before your TP got hit.
yeah, that it did be, but I thought I was putting the retest in the wrong spot because when I went back to check it, when I was hitting the retest, it was starting out on a red candle. And it would start out bearish and go bullish. And I said, well, maybe that's why, I'm not making no profit
No,
on
I know what you're
these.
doing. I know exactly what happened. It is because you doing it on the show me one that you can
I'm trying
remember.
to. I got scratch paper over here. I'm trying to see which one it did. It did. Let me see.
I already know what happened. I'm telling you, I already know
'Cause
what
I kept
happened.
saying,
It
why? I see the strategy, but it's saying I'm negative. Hold on. Which
because
one
you
was it?
you probably put your stop loss where it got wicked. So when you press play, that wick hit your stop.
Let me
Are you
see.
putting a little bit lower than the wick?
Who is she? Well, we're gonna find out what she doing. Let's see.
I
No,
think this
I'm
maybe.
saying that's where you should put it. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I mean, you always should put it below a wick, but you got to think about this money wise too. Like in real life, if you can't afford that, then you got to wait until it goes to the low to prove to you that it's coming back up. 'Cause that means if you getting wicked out, that means you getting in too early. So that's
Yeah, it was. I think that's what I was doing, getting in too early, and I kept. I don't. This is not it. Hold on, Jasmine. I'm trying to see where
okay.
did I put that at? Because I was scratching my. I was like, no, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Um, maybe this one is the one. Is it June? Let me see. Was this one? Oh, what app was this? This was on the 15 minute. I don't even remember now. I have to find it. But I had like three of them like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like I say, I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I just kept redoing it and I said, you know what? Forget it. Um, but
Okay.
like, let's see if I can explain it. Like, okay, so say right here,
Mm-hmm.
like this on this right here, you see how we going up in profit, we got to pull back and we
Mm-hmm.
continue. So when I did the replay,
Mm-hmm.
from what I gathered when I was doing it, I was starting it actually right here. And
Okay.
as soon as I put my stop loss and I hit play, it would hit it
All right.
automatically.
So what
So I
you
said, well, maybe I need to move it over to here.
yeah. So okay, look, you're supposed to put it open up your chart more. Like spread it out so that I can see the CCI good and everything. Okay. Do you want I changed my CCI. I made my lines thicker. I think I did it on Lillian's chart too, made them thicker so you can see. But anyway, so you want to put your let's see if I got any control of your thing. This yeah, wait, do I? Oh yeah, I do. Like you want it to start. Let's move.
Right at the negative 100.
Yeah, like where you that's where I put mine. Where the strategy in real life, this is where we would be waiting on it to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know if this thing even get all the way got negative 100. let's see. This is how I be checked because sometimes it can get there, but and then it'll shrink up before it gets way under there. So I just do wrong way. Okay, let me just move this quick. Let's see what it did. Let's press play. See if it got under there. Let me make this thing. I'm gonna make your CCI a little bit. You can change, but this is how you make the thickness bigger. You want it like
Oh
this or
yeah,
you
you
want
can
to keep
keep it like that. I like it.
it? Okay. Do you want the yellow any kind of way or you want to leave it like it is or
You can make that one big too,
okay.
or wider or thicker.
Okay, yep. That's too thick or
That's perfect.
right here. Okay, you can use that. Okay, so now you can see it better. Okay, so let's go back to select bar. I'm gonna go back. I'm just trying to see if it ever got all the way under there. Cause this thing shrinks. It don't like once it gets there, imagine it could be here. Next thing you know, it never went back up here. It's going backwards. It literally will shrink back like it never got there.
Mhm.
Uh, okay, so it's going down. Okay, you see how it went and then it'll shrink up before.
Mm-hmm.
So it did reach underneath there. That's all I want to see. So you can put your CCI. Ooh, yeah, going backwards. Don't forget to be looking for the. Oh, I think we already looked at.
Squeeze.
Yeah. And then remember, I said you don't want to do nothing when it's red. It should be light red or light. It should be some type of light. If it's
Like a
dark
pale
red,
color. Yeah.
don't. It ain't ready.
Okay.
Okay, let's see something. Okay. Dang, that was quick. One candle made that thing go up like that. Okay, so
It
anyway,
never went light pink though. It went straight red, red to green.
did it?
Yeah, look at it.
It sure did. That's crazy. Oh, this thing changed too. It be changing. Like, I swear, I think this thing, it changed because I'm gonna show y'all the pictures that I got. But when you drop down to a negative, I mean, like a smaller time frame, for sure, you don't want to get in on on the 5 minute thing when it's red. For sure, it should be light red or something. If it's red on the 5 minute, just wait. Just wait. Okay. So anyway, so look, so what week you talking about? This thing ain't never. I don't think this was the spot because it never came back. I don't know what you was talking about, Tamika. Tamika.
That again?
I said, I don't understand what you was talking about when you said you get wicked out because that thing never, no wick even was there. Like, how was it making you get stopped out?
Because remember, I was telling you I was starting it. I guess basically, like you said, I wasn't starting it at the negative
Right.
100. I was starting it before the strategy was getting ready to play out.
Okay, you
And
got
so
in
when
too
I was set
early.
my stop loss and my TP, time
Yeah,
I hit replay,
it'll be out.
I was out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you want to wait. Imagine if you was doing it in real life. Okay, so go back to your spreadsheet.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Let's look at your numbers. Let's see your stop loss. Go all the way up so we can read the okay, stop amount. So you got 33 to make 153, 73, and these are the hour. Um, okay, you all have your stop amount there. I see the 15 minute. Let's see, 31. This is 15 minute, 31 make 68. Um, Friday.
I didn't put the time in. I forgot about the time in until I got to the bottom. So
Yeah.
I have to go back and redo those.
So overall, what did this help you understand?
the strategy.
Did it?
I mean, it just gave it. Like I say, I really did. I mean, I've done back testings before when I started out with you,
Mm-hmm.
but this time around, it just really, you know, I was just amazed at like what what I risk and what I can make, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest with you. And I just really, like I said, this time I really did focus on the strategy that you taught us. And then, like I stated, I had the issue where I'm like, why is it hitting my stop loss before I even get started? What am I doing wrong? But I already know what I was doing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really interesting. And then of course, like you said, we know the Asia market is a little bit slower
Mm-hmm.
compared to the other ones, but I just kind of wanted to see what it was like because I told you I was like in the 15 minute, but last week when I was paper trading on the 1 hour, I'm like, man, this 1 hour it's hitting pretty good. But
Super good.
like you said, in the 1 hour, you have to have a bigger stop loss.
Mm-hmm. You do, but not if you drop down to the lower time frame.
Right. Drop down to
So
the lower time
it's
frame.
really like I traded the 1 hour today. I want to talk about that too. But here's what I want to show y'all this. This is how I've been doing my back testing. You can keep sharing though. I'm gonna see if I can share it also. So you don't have to stop. Let me find this picture. Downloads. See if I can share it. You might have to wait. Yeah, you probably have to because I don't really know how to.
Let me stop sharing. Okay, I'll
Yeah, just
stop
stop
sharing.
sharing for a second. I think you still share. Okay, there we go. All right, so now I'm going to share it. Okay, so that's the 14. Here's a picture. Can y'all see this picture? Oh no, y'all can't. I gotta put it over here. See if this. Oh, I gotta share a different screen. Where's that picture? Here we go. Okay, can y'all see this picture? Let me make it bigger.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a little
Okay.
light, but
So
yeah.
I'm gonna try to zoom in. Can you see it bigger now?
Yeah, that's better.
So I got this in. I'm making a binder of my stuff. So this is January 14th. Let me try to find January, like one that's in the beginning. January 8th. So this is 2024. Sorry, y'all probably got my toes in there. January 8th. So I started at 2024. So this is me going every Sunday. This is me prepping for Sundays, right? So that's why it's important to know what days of the week you're gonna be trading on to. And I'm gonna start looking at Tuesdays too, because during my back testing, I was just noticing like some Tuesdays looking like they was hidden. So I'm gonna be looking at those too. But I went all the way back to 2024. I only did four of them so far, but I'm gonna continue to do February, March. I'm just gonna be looking at all the Sundays because Sundays are connected to Mondays in some capacity. Like it feels like it sets it up to keep going, right? So here's what I found. And as y'all can see on my back testing, I had those three screens up. Remember, Tamika, I was just showing you pulling up those two. So over here, all the way to the right, I don't know if I can use a little something y'all probably can see. But all the way to the right, if you can look closer, let's see if I can zoom in some more. Can y'all see me drawing on here, right here, like this? Can you see this or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, on this side, this is the 1 day chart. And then on this side right here, this is the 4 hour chart. And then over here is my 1 hour chart. And then you can see I got 1 hour right here. I got the 4H right here. And I got the 1D. right? So I did that so I can see what's going on all three. Remember, I always be talking about being in alignment from the higher time frame. It's extremely important because if you know what the higher time frame is trying to do, you are golden. You are golden. We get messed up and we lose trades when we are out of alignment with the higher time frame. So this I found the strategy. You see our CCI strategy. It was happening on two time frames. This is what's going on all at the same time. This is literally in order. On this day at the same time, this is what's going on. Okay? So as you can see, if we start from let's start from the day. I always go from top down, right? So the day is this is where we started right here. You see where that little arrow is at. If I can screen in a little bit, that little arrow is that's where this little arrow is at. That's where this little arrow is at on the day. Look at the CCI on the daily. It is not below, but it's kind of in the middle. Remember, and then yesterday I was mentioning to you guys like, oh, I started when I was doing these back tests, and I started to notice that that middle line is some to it, some to that middle line too. We don't always gotta wait for it to get oversold, like on a higher time
What
frame.
middle line? You talking about the yellow line?
The middle line in the middle. Look at
Oh,
this
okay.
green one. So you know
Okay.
how I always say negative 100 is that bottom
Yeah.
line?
Yeah.
See the 0 0 right here.
Okay.
Can y'all see this little thing that I got going on?
Yeah. Yeah. I see the
Yes.
cursor.
Okay.
Yeah. I see the
So
cursor.
yeah, that middle line. So anyway, um, so this is the daily. We're not oversold or anything on a daily, but we by that middle line. So now let's drop down to the next time frame because I only really be using, let's just say I do look at the weekly and stuff, but I just glance at it. I'm not really doing much on it. So, but the daily, I like to get a daily level and then the 4 hour and then the hour and then the 15 and then the 5. You see, they pretty much going like every three, you know, something like that. So the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, then the 15, then the 5, then the sometimes we'll do the 3, then the 1. But really, if you just think about it like they just going down, they going down. But the higher time frame is the boss, right? So anyway, we start at the daily. Now we get down to I don't see, imagine this when I'm looking at the higher time frames, I'm going down. My first thought process is I'm looking for the CCI strategy. It can be on any one of these time frames. I don't know. So I just go down looking for them. Like imagine if I traded every day when I did used to trade every day. I literally just go down the time frames looking for the CCI, like trying to figure out which one that it's on. And whichever one I see it on, that's how I'm going to trade. I'm going to trade it based off of that. Right. So anyway, the daily doesn't have it. But look, the 4 hour, it got it. The 4 hour got it. It started way back here crossing up, but I see it now that it's here. Look at the arrow. And Tamika, this is what was happening today, wasn't it? Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Like the 4 hour was on
Yeah.
the rise, and the 1 hour had already I think the 1 hour had already started. But remember, I was like, look at that 4 hour though. That 4 hour is there, and the 4 hour is a higher enough time frame that is powerful. That is powerful. That even if we get one candle, you still getting like 40 points. And keep in mind, 10 points is 100%. So 40 points is 400%. That's the 1 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
So your $100 can make $400 on a 4 hour with like a candle. And also keep in mind, it can make, let's just say, definitely between 1 and 2 depending on where it goes. But so anyway, so we got our strategy here on the 4 hour, that CCI. Then let's drop down to the 1 hour, the same thing. This is power. When you see them, you see it on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. Gotta know that it is very, very, very like a 95% chance that the strategy is gonna go, probably a 98% chance that it's gonna work, that
Are
this
you putting
day,
that? Are you
huh?
putting that stop loss line at that red candle with that wick down right there on that hour chart right there?
On the
Yeah,
hour
that one
chart?
right. Yeah. Are you
Yes,
putting that's you putting right
yes,
there?
and no. and no. So what I would say is you have to, I would drop down to the lower time frame. I'm looking at this as
Oh,
my
to the five.
entry. I'm not putting my stop loss underneath that red can. That's too far in real life.
Oh, okay, because it's a bigger time frame.
It's a
Okay.
bigger time frame. Yep. So once I see my strategy happening on the hour, I am dropping down to the 5 minute and sometimes the one. And I'm looking for it because you see how I got my levels, and I wanted y'all to do this tonight. I drew out these levels. All of these levels are stuck on my chart. I locked them because they so good. I locked them and so that they can't go nowhere. I'm forever looking at these levels like this. And they perfect proportional and they go with the math of the market. So anyway,
What
so
tool are you using to draw those zones right there? What's
the
rectangle?
rectangle tool.
Okay.
Yep, the rectangle tool. And then before tonight is over, if you want to, well, I know you know how to draw zones, but I go from like as you can see, I went to the bottom of a wick
Uh-huh.
and count it up. This is the math that goes in. Look at my levels. Look at the numbers on the side. You see 700, right? Well, 47, 4700. Look at
Yeah,
the next level, the next number up.
20 points.
20. Look at the next number up, above that one.
40.
Okay.
Look at the next one, 60. Look at the next one, 80. So it's 20 point. The zones are 20 points, and then the white space is 20 points.
Okay.
And I just do that all the way up. Literally, I didn't even do nothing besides copy and paste that up, 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 up. Every 20, just kept counting 20 points. Got 120 points. Now I count up 20 points before I paste another one. And it just smacking.
So basically, after you review those higher time frames like that, and you see that the strategy is happening, so you say you drop down to the 1 minute or the 5 minute. So
So
basically,
go
when
ahead.
you drop down to those smaller time frames,
Hmm.
and you see strategy happening as well. So which time frame would you enter in the trade on though?
Off of one of those
What
lower ones because it's all happening anyway. It really,
okay.
I enter off one of those lower ones because I can see more data of what's happening right now, right? So because if
Okay.
I entered off the hour or if I entered off the 4 hour, I don't really see that much, right? But
Right.
I
Right.
could enter off the hour because it's still in real life, it's the same, because we still
Mhm.
at the same spot. I just drop down to the lower time frame because I can see more candles and I can see, I see more detail pretty much. But it's truly the same thing. So if I was to drop down on the 5 minute, the same way that I had showed you to drop down, what I would see here, because we are at the bottom of a thing, I would likely be seeing that my strategy, the CCI strategy, is happening on the 5 minute. It's probably already like pushing up, like in here type of a thing, because it already started, right? Because by the time it gets here on the hour, it's
Mhm.
already started on the
Mhm.
the earlier one. So now
Yeah.
it's probably already like right in here on the 5.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Okay.
and so this is the other part about it that makes it so good is because now like I like to take the trades. Remember what I was telling you, and the thing happened exactly what I told you last night, Tamika. It literally happened to a T today. It literally happened when I said, where would you, it's likely going to hit the top of the zone, but don't get in
Mhm.
at that zone. Remember, I said you wait for that
Yep.
pullback.
Mhm.
It didn't happen. It happened like
Yep.
exactly.
Mhm. It did.
It really did. I was just like, wow. I mean, I ain't gonna say wow because I know, but that's exactly how it goes. And Mike, I want to show you this too. And Lillian, I don't know if you was on yesterday, Lillian, when I was explaining. Um, I think that was really important for me to explain that. Did that help you when I explained like how I got to go on the chart to do it? Like where your entry should be. Like if we coming up, you do not get in at that price. You have to wait for the pullback because
Right.
it will come
Right.
down.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, it literally did exactly that. So
I
anyway,
think you say a lot of time, most time it does pull back, but very seldom it will not.
and very
Um,
yeah, very
and
seldom
you
it will
know,
not.
yeah.
But you got to think about because trading is a probability game. How I
Mhm.
want to go with the highest odds. Very likely that it will, right? So is in my best interest to go with the high likelihood of something. In the event that it's that one time that it don't pull back, I'm just messed up. I just missed it. I would rather miss it than to be trying to keep chasing that one time and the majority of the time I lose. I get messed up, you know?
You talking about a pullback to that bottom zone though, right?
We talking about two different things. We talking about the trade that happened today.
Oh,
At
okay, because I'm looking at the paper.
No, yeah, I'm sorry. We started talking about two separate things. And I'll explain it too when we look at that trade today. But okay, so anyway, this is now what my back testing has evolved to. It wasn't this. So now I'm going on Trading View, finding all my stuff, and literally because I got a printer. I bought a printer for my house. I used to didn't have a printer. Didn't think I needed one. Now I was like, no, I want to create a binder. I'm getting super extremely serious with this. And so I got all my things and then I just go and I press print and now I can see it all and I'm capturing it all. And you see, I put it in the sleeve. I'm making a binder. So now I'm gonna have all of this data and you can really just see how it goes, right? So now I'm noticing all the little things. And you're gonna start seeing on some of the other ones. So we got the CCI squeeze happening on the 4 hour. It's a little, if you can see right here, it's a little squeeze happening right here, but this is the major one that's happening on this 4 hour chart. And this is the play. Look at the where it stopped at. Remember what I said, wherever you really see the CCI happening, the higher the time frame that is happening, that's gonna be where your exit is gonna be. You remember that
Okay.
speaker?
Yeah.
So that's why this is going stronger. Because if this was, it could have stopped right here on the hour, right? But because we got the 4 hour, the big mama over here doing this thing, so now we got to play by the rules of the person who got the most weight.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so that's January 8th. Let's look at then I got January 14th. Here's another January 14th. Now here it goes. It looks different. Let's see the things that look different on. So the market is looking different now. Look, I still got what time frame is this one? Okay, this is the daily still. This is the 4 hour still, and then this is the hour. As you can see, look, this was the trade. Look how little this move was.
Yep.
And this, I don't even know if I put the time of day that these happened on. I need to probably start doing that for sure. But
And
this
that
was different.
CCI is in the middle too.
Exactly. It's in the middle, it's above the zero, and on the hour it's right here. And I think like what made me I think I was just finding the play. I don't know if on the 15, I think on the 15 minute it was going. But also, you know what else we noticed? Look, it's not at the green. It's in the middle of a zone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You took a
So
short on that or what?
no, this is still the strategy. This is still the
Oh,
our setup. I think I
okay.
probably saw the setup on the lower. What made me do this? I think I was just looking for the play. Where did I see? It must have been on 15 minute or something. I'm gonna have to go back on my chart. I have to pull up trading view over here and see what I saw real quick on that. What's that date on there?
January 14th.
January 14th. This is 2024. And I like going back years because you see that this thing don't change. it don't change. So we don't have to worry about like, oh, now it's 2026. How we know it's gonna work? It works. I've been trading it since 2022, and I'm sure it was there way before that. Okay. So it's January 14th, 2024. January 14th. Sunday. Let me see if I see it on the 15th. Don't tell me I got it. Okay. See, where did I see that strategy at? Nope, it won't even allow me to see. That's probably why I couldn't go back far. I couldn't go back that far. I couldn't go back that far. Let's see. Okay, here it is. It was on a 30-minute. It didn't get, I think it was there on the 15 because if I drop down to the 30-minute, I'm gonna share the screen. Stop sharing here. So here, can y'all see my trading view screen now?
Yeah.
Yes.
So here's the arrow right here. 'Cause I did look.
Okay.
It happened down here. So it didn't get all. So if we got this close on the 30-minute, I know that if I drop down to the 15, it was probably there on the 15. Right? So this was the play. And I think I was just looking for Sunday. Because if I moved on to when it actually happened, we was already in Monday. I was only back testing for Sunday. Remember? All of this is only for Sunday. So this would have been the only opportunity that we had, and it happened at 6 p.m. here. And we in the middle of a zone. So it shows you that when we are these are demand levels. So when it's touching these areas, it's more, you get bigger moves, as you can see. Way bigger moves. So that's why I want y'all to go in and draw your zones and save them and do that 20-point thing. And then I want to check them. So let me go back to share the other screen again. Go back to this. Okay, so this was the 14th. So we see that the middle of the zones are not that great, big of a move. And look how much it was from 810. Look how mathematical the market is. Mathematical. That's why the fib worked too, because it's a mathematical calculation. And I told you guys a while back that I noticed that the market be moving in fives. So, and we know that 5 is a multiple of 20. All of those are 5, 10, 15, 20. That's why we getting these super accurate calculations, right? And I bet you if I move down 5, 8, 10 and go to 8, 5, it's probably going to be right here. 805 is likely going to be right here where these candles are stopping. Literally. So anyway, so what was I saying here? Okay, so that was that. And then as you can notice too, I don't want to keep flipping back, but overall, we on the daily, we was up here in the highs, up there in the highs, and you see we was in the middle of the zone. So we wasn't getting no great moves there. So keep that in mind when you are looking at the time frames and you be like, dang, I see my strategy, but we in the middle of my levels. Just know that you ain't getting a big move. Don't be trying to hold for 20, 40 points. No. So, okay, that's the 14th. What else? What's the next one? 14th. What's that the 14th? I guess the 22nd. What's the next one? Let me zoom in on here. Okay. So here's one. This happened at 1 a.m. Oh, I was writing the times on here. Oh, I probably started late writing the times other day. Yep, probably started around here. So the trade happened at 1 a.m. This is a sleeper, one that you sleep pretty much. So this is the hour. Is this the hour strategy? Dang, I think I wasn't writing them down at this time. I think. No, this is the 4-hour chart, I believe. What is this one? Yep. Okay, here it is. So I got the 4H right here. This the 4-hour chart. This the 1-hour chart. And this one, I don't have this one labeled. What was this one? I don't know. But here, as you can see though, look, the 1-hour chart, you see, look, Tamika, remember what I was explaining? I was like, you don't always have to have the CCI at the bottom on the 1-hour. Yes, that's
Right.
great, but you still trading price action at the end of the day, right? You see, look, the 1-hour chart is above the 100. One of the strategies that the lady who taught me how to trade, what she used to trade is this, and she called it a shark fin. And basically, this is the bullish symbol. So when price is above the 100, and you know how we come from below the 100 going up, because we
Right.
grabbing it from the bottom. She was trading it like it when price is above the 100. This is bullish. They was going in for buys, and as you can see, it was that, and it continued up. So whenever we see price above here too, just think about this. We see price above here. Imagine this. We see price above here, but on a lower time frame, imagine that our strategy is showing up on the lower time frame, like the negative 100 coming up, but price is all the way over here on the hour up here. You can still say that those are aligned because we bullish. And if we look at our level, we got to connect all the things, right? We at a demand level. Look at my level. Look at it on this one. It's perfect. And also going back to, I wonder if I can draw on this thing. I can't. But going back to what I said, remember I was like, you don't want to get in right here. You want to either, like this would have been something, got it there and it pulled back. This is what actually happened today, similar. Right here. Pretty much this candle. And this is the I think this is the 15-minute chart. But this is what happened. Like it get up to the level and pull back. And you see how price is pushing past the body of that candle. Remember what I was saying this morning? The body of that candle and the continuation going up. So then what I was saying is once it does go up, you want it to rest above on top of your level. You want it to rest on top, which we got, and this was the strategy. I want to know what's this day. Let me go on here and see. This is why did I pick this 22nd? Let me see if the strategy came up on here on 22nd. That turned into Monday. Let's see. 10. Dang. See, I think it was once again, I couldn't get that low. So that's why I think I was I eyeing where the setup would have been? But look it right here. Because remember Sundays, that's why it's perfect to, like when you have your days. The fact that I know Sunday and Mondays are great for us is now I get to really dive deep into it. Look at what was going on at 6 p.m. You see with this candle, we at the bottom of this zone. But look, we don't see our strategy set up though. But price action shows us we at the bottom of the zone. It's very likely. And we looking at, we putting everything aligned, and who knows what was going on a smaller time frame. It probably was our strategy set up. It's very likely that our strategy was there, and we at the bottom of a zone in the trade up to the next level. This is 20 points. That's 200%.
Yeah, that's what happened last night. I was telling you.
Yep.
The strategy wasn't the CCI wasn't there, but the charts was in bullish. I was like, why my CCI didn't go up?
You're right. Yeah. And sometimes when we super bullish, like I said, you won't get it to come all the way down.
Right.
You won't. But this. So now when you back testing, if you want to, you see what I'm doing. I'm noticing where all the things are at. So now you got more information, like when you are taking a trade, like, okay, I know we ain't down there, but I see we above that 100. And we at the, we at a zone. We at the bottom of a zone or a stick or a price that came and pulled back to the top of a zone. Oh, and we up here, then now you know how to trade price action. And then I bet if you drop down to the 1 or the 3 or the 5 minute chart, it's set up there, and now you got more confirmation to say, oh yeah, I'm going in, I'm gonna trade this up to the next zone. Something like that, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so and then look, this didn't reach the top of it. I think this reached like one, I think it could have been 1 point away or something. It was like 1 or 2 points away. Okay, let's look at the next one. That's the 22nd. Where's the 28th? This is 28th. Okay, the last one, 28th. Dang, I could at least took a picture of it the right way. A little crooked. Okay, so I think back, dang, look how it's just falling down. So by the end, how does this happen? By the end, I started putting like the times and the different TP levels and things like that. So once again, so on this chart, I think I only have, is it the 1 day? I think this is the 1 day.
Yeah, you got 1D right there.
Yeah, but then I got 4H right here. It could have been like that. It continued on. I think this is the day because I wrote it. And then this is the 4H. And then it's the 1 hour. Okay, so the 1 hour. So you see the 1 day, we above the 100. These are the things that I started noticing. Like I never really paid attention to these before. But now that I'm getting super detailed, I'm noticing more things. You notice we're above 100. Remember what I was saying? Above 100 is bullish action. So we're above 100 on a daily. As you can see, we started at the bottom of a zone. This is where it was at. Remember, I was talking about I started noticing the middle line. We was not below here, but we was at the middle line and we at the bottom of a zone. So this got something to do with something. And then on the hour, though, I don't think we made it. We didn't make it to negative 100. And I also, again, don't think I could have dropped down lower because I was so many years back. So it wouldn't allow me to. But this was this is the other thing. So Sunday, because it's important to look at the time of day. I don't know if you noticed, Mike, maybe you do, maybe you don't, but we've been talking about the different time of day. The time of day you trade matters. Huge. It matters, it matters, it matters. You cannot go in the market at random times thinking you about to do all the same stuff. It don't work like that. So you want to trade at times of volume. So 6 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., right, on Sundays. We know the market opened at 5 p.m. my time, so that's CST. That's 6 p.m. New York.
Eastern.
Yep, Eastern time, right? So what we notice at 5 p.m. is it does something drastic. Every time the market opens, because it's the weekend is just now opening on Sunday, it does some type of gap most of the time. So, or it'll do some type of spike and then it'll keep going or something. So just been noticing the patterns, and you can really get some easy money on the open. And then we've been talking about 6 p.m., just letting the market pretty much die down around 6 p.m. on Sunday. And this is what we got on 6 p.m. This was 2 years ago. Sunday, it was at the bottom of a zone. I don't think it probably reached it at a lower time frame. It had to. It probably was on the 5 minute. It was probably on the 5 or the 10 or something. Could have been.
Did you catch that last Sunday?
No, this is 2024.
No, I'm saying, did you catch the last Sunday when it moved like 1,000 points? Like,
yeah, well, yesterday?
No, last week it did like 1,000 points or something like that.
I don't even remember. I'm sure
On that Sunday,
I'm sure we
it was like
something.
Yeah, it was a
I'm
lot.
sure I saw something. I don't even remember. But okay, so you see we at the bottom of the zone, we got the move. So pretty much this is the hour or 4 hour, 4 hours at the middle. So anyway, I'm showing y'all this just so y'all can see how I be back testing so that I can get these patterns in my mind. So now when I'm seeing it and it's all aligned, when I'm dropping down, I'm already knowing I've seen these patterns a million times. I can know what's about to happen. So that's how you get really good at trading. And back testing, doing stuff like this, it can put you years ahead because now otherwise the only way you can really know this stuff is from years of trading, seeing it live. But if you do something like this will help you like go way faster because now you're getting years of data without having to trade for years. Now you see these patterns etched. Because a lot of the things that I be describing literally happened to a T. Today, the last, like a lot. And it's okay to be wrong. I'm wrong. But for the majority of the time, I don't be wrong. Or maybe I'm wrong for a short amount of time and then it comes and do the thing because I'm studying how this one setup moves. I'm not looking at a bunch of different things. I'm looking at one thing and then I'm connecting them with the higher time frames. And that is where we starting to see like, oh, I think we finding the sweet spot. Really focusing on the hour because the hour happens more often than the 4 hour. So now what I want us to do today is a few things. Mike, can you share your screen? Are you on your computer?
No, I'm not on my computer. I'm just
Okay.
on my phone. I'm
'Cause
just taking notes. I got my notepad in my hand and I'm just taking notes.
Okay, because what I wanted y'all to do is I like to see everybody chart. Lillian, are you by your chart?
No, I'm on my phone.
On your phone? Y'all gotta start coming to class. I'm telling y'all this for real, for real. Y'all gotta start coming to class prepared, or it's not gonna hit the way that it can hit. It's not because I want y'all to do certain things. Like I was about to say, I need to see y'all charts so I can make sure that you know how to back test correctly. Like, because it's one thing me telling you, but as soon as you get on your own, you know it's always a little harder. You'd be like, damn, what did the teacher say? It's always like that. So that's why y'all moving forward, please, 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 for your own sake, if you really want to take this trading thing serious, you gotta come prepared. Don't just be on your phone. Come with your computer and be ready to actually do some work. Because what I want us to do is to draw those levels so I can really make sure that those levels are getting drawn correctly. Tamika, since you on your thing, can we do that so that I can make sure you getting the levels drawn right and show you how to copy and paste it so that now you really don't even have to mess with levels. You just keep copying and pasting it. And you're gonna be shocked, like this shit is really just hidden like this.
I think I was on when I can't remember his name where he
Alex?
told where it is ongoing. So I do have that.
But they're not drawn. I want you to have them drawn. Like do it
Okay.
like drawn.
Okay.
So go, you can share your screen with me.
Okay.
Let me stop sharing. Oh, did I stop sharing? Yeah. Okay, yep. So you can either go back to your one screen. You know how we got it on two, you can go back to your one. And then, yep, also, since we're not gonna be using the indicators right now, you can get rid of those, like, and make your candle
Oh yeah.
big chart just bigger.
Oh, let me go to the 4 hour.
You know how to expand? Nope. Like I want you to expand your chart, meaning I don't see nothing but candlesticks. Yep, there you go.
Okay, let me hide all this then.
Yep. That's one way to do it. Or you can just go and hit that other thing. Like go to the candlestick part and just hit the expand. Like that, use that button, but on the candlestick level. Go over to
Right
the
here?
side, to the side. Go up by the numbers. Right there. Yep, you can do that.
You want me to start the 4 hour and draw the zones?
Yep. I did
Okay.
all of that on the 4 hour. I did all of that on the 4 hour. So you can do that. And then, yeah, just start there and count 20. And
so-
Mike, if you doing this on the NQ, I'm not sure how you're gonna do that because I
The
don't.
zones, it's too, the number's too big. I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to do it.
yeah,
Yes.
yep. So you don't have to. Shit, I
Yeah.
don't know. Have to use Google to say what's the average 4 hour zone for NQ. It took me. I noticed that though. Even before Alex said that, I called Brandon and I was like, nigga, you know what I noticed? But I noticed it on like 40 points. But then it kind of like went from 40 to 30. But when Alex said 20, like, okay, that makes sense. But I did notice it between like 30 and 40. And then I went to Google and they was like, yes, it's between like, yep. I think I went to Chat GPT or something. They said, yeah. But
Tamika, why'd you put your first zone right there?
Because I always start at the bottom of my chart on the 4 hour.
But how is that the bottom when you got the other candles over there to the left? Yeah.
are you talking about way at the
I
bottom
always start
over
at the
there?
lowest bottom.
No, he
Hmm?
talking about the ones at the bottom.
Yeah.
I wouldn't start down there either because for what?
Mm.
Price ain't even nowhere now down there right now. Like I would focus on
Oh,
where
you talking about over here?
are you talking about down?
Yeah,
I went
yeah. Before you made the screen bigger, yeah, up there, up above that, yeah. I was just trying to get an understanding of why.
Yeah, I always start to the ones that's like the latest candles. Is that right?
when you say the lightest, what you mean the
The
lightest?
latest,
The
the
latest.
last. Like,
I
yeah.
Yeah, for me, I start to where is I just start being obvious. Like where do my eyes go? Where do my eyes go? Where's the most obvious places? And I think you started right here because it's the most obvious low. And
Right. That's how I normally do it.
yeah, it's
But
wherever. I mean, she can go down after that or go up, but I don't. I would just start. I think that's a decent spot to start at. And then she could continue down or what, but you don't want to be taking all day drawing them zones way down there and we steady making higher highs and that shit ain't coming nowhere near back down there for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
and I usually just look for zones, like where they're touching.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
And then I
multiple
kind of go
touches.
back and
That's what I was trying to get you to say.
yeah, I look for zones where they're touching,
Hmm.
and then I'll kind of go back and adjust
Right.
to like the 20 points that Jasmine was talking about, because that's how I was doing it at first. I would just like, see where the levels are kind of touching
Uh-huh.
and just start drawing my zones like that.
Okay, so yes, you got the right idea. So here's what I want. So did you count 20 points on this zone at the bottom?
Yes.
That is 20 points for sure.
Yes.
Okay, and then the middle space, is that 20 points from the next one?
This one is, let's see, 308. So
Let's try to get
18.
them on if we can. Let's try to make them
Exactly at 20.
let's try to make them be even numbers if we can.
Okay.
So just so things, let's think about it mathematically. Like
Okay.
if you was a computer, and
Okay.
that's how mines are set up, and it looked like it's working.
Okay. So then this one I need to bring down to 328.
No, it should be like they should be at even numbers. Like So let me look at mine. That's how, I don't know, how did I, let me go to my latest. All of mine are pretty much at even numbers. And I don't even think I tried to do that. And just, or did I? I don't think I tried to at first. And then you
So
can,
no matter where the first zone at, just even if it's over a little bit, just try to make
yep,
them all even.
yep. And let's see,
Okay.
and then let's go from there. So you can make your thing bigger too if it's easier to see. Like spread out your chart. Yeah, make it bigger. Like your numbers, make them like wider. So your things don't look so skinny. Yeah. So let me look at mine.
Okay, so you say don't. Okay, so this wick is way down here.
Let me see what
So
numbers. I'm gonna go.
that is like, let's see.
What number did you start at? I'm gonna see. I started mine at 230.
Mine's is set two. What is that? Like
Start
two
yours at
forty
230.
two 230.
Yep.
Okay.
So I want you to go from 230 to 250, and then we're gonna copy that, literally click it and press Command C.
Okay, hold on. Let me just redo this.
And when you guys, hey Eve,
Hey, sorry I'm late.
girl, you super late.
Just
It's
got
time to
off
get
work.
off. It's time to get off. Somehow, sorry, I'm late. Sorry, I
I
missed the whole
know.
class.
I was like, yo, are they still on? Let me see. And then when I clicked it, and I was like, oh, thank God. I'm like, okay, at least I got the tail end of it.
Girl, you
So
got
sorry.
the dot, the period. No, so what we're doing right now
But
is, and we didn't even review today's trade because that was beautiful. Did you trade today? Or at
I
least paper
did.
trade, at least you did?
I did.
I
I
hope you
did. I
made
made
something.
last night. Yeah, yeah, it played beautifully last night. Like around, I don't remember exactly what time it was, but yeah, I made what was it? Like $80, $90?
Okay,
80,
and
like
what
$80. $80 and some change.
you use?
It
One
wasn't
micro?
one girl, one micro. That's really, I was like, yeah, one,
Eh,
one,
That's good.
one.
So
But
tell me
if it was paper trade, yes, I would have risked a little bit more.
if you
But
was what?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
If you was doing
If
what?
it was paper trade, I would have added more more contracts, but I just did one. I was like, nope, nope,
And
nope,
so
one,
you
one,
was
one.
trading with your own capital?
I didn't trade with what? I didn't hear that.
I said you was trading with your own capital.
Yes.
Good job.
Yes.
Good job. Look at you.
Yes.
You be making some money though, low key, when you follow
Yeah,
the
I
rules.
when I follow the rules, you're right. Yeah, I don't know. It's the greediness in me. I'm trying to control it, girl. I'm trying to control it.
You got to, or it's gonna be the death of you.
I
Facts.
know.
Facts.
I had to like start like nope, nope. I made now it was like 80 some dollars. And I was like tempted to go back in. I was like, nope, 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 nope. I just sat in my hand. I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm done. I'm out.
Right.
But
So
I did good.
so tell me,
I,
do you got your computer with you?
I do not because I'm driving home. I'm on my way home.
I'm gonna kill all
Um
y'all.
all
Um,
right.
all of y'all. Only one. Tamika get the star of the class today because she the only one came with a computer.
Yeah,
Y'all
next
gotta do
time,
better.
next time.
No, for real. Seriously, like honestly, you guys, it's very important. I need y'all to like try extra, 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 extra hard. You know, we only do these once a week, pretty much. So this is pivotal. You know, it's very important if you want to take the trading where you say you want to take it. You got to have that computer. You got to. I don't care. Like, if you know you ain't going to be at home or something, bring it with you in the car. I don't know. We got to do something, or plan your day better so that you can be somewhere so that you can sit down and do it. Because this is very, 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 very important. It can really change your life if you get it right. Okay, so we gotta just really make it super important. Also Tamika, your colors, you guys, I created I'll take a picture of it. This is helpful for me. I'm still learning it, but I created a trading time frame color coding guide so that when I make stuff, if I make a drawing on a certain time frame, I know where I got it from, because that's also a big part of, look how your levels are hidden though. And you can make it like see-through if you want. For me, I like it see-through so I can see better. Um so I like to make it like, yeah, so I can, yeah. So it'd be like I see it, but I don't. Yeah. And then you can find,
Like that.
yeah. If that's if that's, I think that's good, but go back and make sure if you are gonna do that, you can make sure that all of them are the same capacity. So double click one of them and then go back and like go and type in that 100, you can type in 12 or something. Type in 12 and see how light that is, if that's too light for you. Or move your thing. I can't see. Okay, or type in 9 or whatever, if it's too light, too dark, wherever you want it to be. Because I still want you to be able to see the candles there so that when you are, looking, and then whatever that capacity is, you go and type that number in for all of them so that they not all some light, some dark, and it's just throwing you off.
So let me ask you this. So when I know you say keep the levels 20, like do them in increments of 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
So really, so basically, it doesn't even matter if they're not like touching the levels or not, because I'm so focused on that. So like
No,
that
they
doesn't
are. Look
matter.
at them. They are touching the levels. Look at them. They not touching exactly to the exact T, but what are
Right.
they? 1 point away? Look at it. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Look at your middle line. Go back to the top of the zone. Good, not the top of the zone. The top of your last candle. I mean, not candle. This last zone that you just made. That last one. The top
Right
one.
here.
Yep. Yep. Double click that. Double click the zone. And then I want you to go to it so we can change your middle line. So double click it so that we can change the color. And then remember the middle line thing? Okay, let me get
Um,
control. Hold on. I got you.
hold on.
Request remote control. Let me see. Like this. Oop. Hold on. Like, okay, I'm gonna click your thing to me. So if I click this, go to here, right? I can leave that where it's at, but where's this thing? Where, remember we was changing the middle line? How do we do that before? Who
Oh, where
taught
we
me
got
how
the
to do
little
that?
like that, like
Who,
this part
yeah,
where
how
it
who
shows the
taught me how
dotted
to
line
change
in
that?
between.
Yeah, one of y'all
I think I got
show
it
me how
written
to change
down
that.
somewhere, but I gotta go dig through my notes.
Here we go. I double clicked it. That's it. It's right here.
Okay.
So let's just say, boom. Look at it. Look at that wick, how it's sitting on that middle line.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the middle line, that's 10. Because these are 20. Your zones are 20. This middle line is 10. It's perfect with it. This is a little bit above it, but it's it's pretty much hidden. Let's see what these are. Let's see if I got this level. With trading, nothing's gonna be exact, but at the same time, these levels are, let me see if I got that level. 7483. Oop. And then 7483. 34. Mine is at, I got 7490. I got 7470. So
This
I
one should
think,
be 80.
yeah, yours should be 80. Yep.
Yeah, so this one, even if we move it down a little bit, well, right there.
But no. What's wrong is leave it, go take it back to where press Command Z. you got it. It's not exactly 20. You see what I'm saying? So look, let me show you. If I go here, imagine that I'm coming here. I'm gonna grab your tool, and I just say 20. I'm trying to. I'm gonna go to an even number. Let's go. Look at the bottom. I'm gonna go 60. 60. 60.25. Then I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna find 80. Right here. It's 80.50. It's a little bit off, like 0.25 off. So look, this is what I want you to do. This is exactly 20. You could have did this, and then I'm pressing Command C, copy. I'm copying it. Oh shoot, what I just pressed on your thing? Tamika, I forgot. This ain't my screen. Uh-oh. Can you go back to your trading view?
Hold on.
My bad, girl. I don't know if Command
There
C.
you go.
How do you copy on this computer? Like if you press Control C, what is it? Like,
Then you got Microsoft,
yeah, I got
not a Mac.
yeah, me too. So I don't know what is the button for copy? Like if you was typing something and you want to press something to copy on the keyboard.
I don't. It might be control.
See?
Let's see. Let me just try and see what it do. Nope, that didn't do it. Let's see.
Okay, I'm gonna try to paste. I'm try to press Control V. See if it copied. Nope, did not. Let's see.
You sure it's not V? I think it's V.
Control V.
It's Control V, and is it if it, yeah, it's Controlled V.
So
But you
no,
gotta do either it's either the first one and then V or both of them at the same time. I don't remember, but
no.
I believe it's
It got to be Control C. V is to copy. I mean to paste, right?
oh okay, it's
And
one of
then
them.
C, whatever it is, it got to be something C. It's probably Control C. Try that.
Or it could be Shift C.
Not Shift, because Shift is what else is on there?
She on Microsoft though.
Yeah,
She's told
but Shift though.
I've tried Control C. I tried Control Alt C, and I
No.
tried Shift C.
Okay,
Nope, that
let's
didn't
see if
do it.
we got it. Okay, it don't matter if you can't do it. It got to be somewhere up here that you can do. Press Control. Let me see. I'm just gonna Google it real quick. You got
you
a
can't just
Microsoft?
right. You can't just right click it and copy it.
Right on your. I can't on my computer. Oh, there you go. Copy. Control C. It's Control C. So okay, now move this thing. So really, you Control C, and I would. Okay, let me click this. So because I don't know if your thing is exactly 20 points or what. It looked like it might be or whatever. But basically, something like this, you would just control it and then imagine now count up. This is what I'm showing you to do. So we at 80, right? This was 80 that I had, and then I'm gonna count up to make it be 20 points up, which is likely gonna be 200. Now I'm just gonna press Control V, Tamika.
Okay.
It ain't gonna go right there, but now you will put it. What I was doing before was what I had to do on mine was put a little line. I would go and do this so I can really make sure I had it in the right spot and then count up. I think I had this one probably. There we go. I think that worked. Now I can erase. Good enough. And then same thing. So look, if I do this and count up 40, you see how look, this is 40, but your thing is not, according to this, it's not right. So 40. Let's erase this one. And then just put a 40. Put it at 40. And draw this line. And then press Control V, Tamika. And then you see how it drops somewhere random. Keep dropping where we started. Which one is which? Shoot. I don't even know which one is which.
One in the middle, the gray one, the light gray one.
Okay.
Mm.
160. Okay. So you want to do this on your stuff, okay? And then you can
Okay.
keep on up, and then let's see how it's hitting on here. And you can make your colors be however you want it to be, yada yada. But for the most part, they working. Look at this one sitting right on it perfectly. And it's hitting the middle of your line, okay? And so,
Okay.
and then once you finish with that, once you finish doing them all the way up, I want you to click this and then go ahead and press lock.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
now it ain't gonna move when you do anything else. You can do
Gotcha.
whatever.
Okay.
And so now you really ain't gonna have to mess with your levels. And so when you see the 1 hour or the 5, whatever you looking for, and it's bouncing off of one of these levels, you know, oh, it's cracking. Remember I kept talking to you guys about a bounce level?
Yes.
Any of these zones, if it's sitting at the bottom of it, or if it's sitting at the top of it, like it came and it's, like after if it broke through and came back up, yeah. So, here's what I want to show you guys. Whoever wasn't on the call last night, Mike. Tamika, I'm just taking over your whole little screen. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay, so here is what I want to show you guys. So these are some ways where we get in trouble with trading. If you look at this line, imagine that this is a zone. I guess I could have did it with a zone or a level, right? Imagine this is a level. Make it thicker. Let's make it blue. Okay, this is a level. What I was saying is that, and I'm gonna do it again through with a zone. I'm gonna grab this tool, the pathway tool, and I was explaining that when we trade, because it's support and resistance, right? That's the whole name of the game with trading: support and resistance, the floor and the ceiling. We know that when price is coming up like this, if price is coming up to this level, the natural thing for it to do is because that's the ceiling, because it just came up. The natural thing for it to do is to fall back down, because think gravity. That's the natural thing for it to do. So let me change this color so we can have something else. So if we are trading our strategy or whatever's happening, price is trending up and we get to a level, we don't if even if we wait for price to get to this level, we don't want to get in right when it hits this level. We need to wait for price to pull back from this level, because otherwise, in even though you are waiting on this level, it's two different ways you can wait on it, right? So even though, let's just say we all waiting for the same price, but price is coming from this way, I can't get in yet. Yes, finally it hit my price that I've been waiting on it to hit. But just because I hit it, I cannot get in yet, because it is coming from the bottom up. I cannot get in yet because it is going to come down first. So if I do get in right here, even if I'm in the right position, I know that price, I know, like, oh, if we get in, if price hit right here, I really believe we can go back up. Yes, you could be right. But if you get in right here, because it's coming up to the ceiling, you are going to immediately be in drawdown, because it has to come back down. So what you want to do, instead of doing that, because yes, you was waiting on this price, you was waiting on price to get to that level to show you whatever, but you cannot get in there. So what you will want to do instead is a few different things you could do, but here's one way. Where's that path to? You want to, after it hits here and then pulls back, now once it pulls back and you see that it's holding this level, like that it cannot get back below here, because let me drop that one, because what we really are, drop this, erase that, what we really are waiting on is for it to come here, and then, because if this thing was to come and then keep going down lower, that's what we avoided. Because if we didn't wait, we would have got in here and then it would have came down lower. But if this thing comes and stops right here and then starts going back the other way, starts going back up, now we know that we safe because we safe to get in because it couldn't get back lower than this level. So now you can get in at this level and take it back up. You can do that. That's one way to do it. The other way to do it is to, once again, if price is coming up, sometimes, and I was just saying this yesterday, and this is what happened with the open today. If price is coming up, sometimes it may not give you that retest, right? Because whatever could be happening, it could have a whole lot of volume behind it, meaning it's at the open, something is going on that pushed it right through the level that it did not actually come back down and get you that retest. So now you still don't want to get in right here. You still don't, right? Unless you was already in at the bottom or something. You don't want this to be your entry. You would need for it to come up, break the level, and then now it wants to come back down and chill on it. Because now this is now your floor. This is now your floor. And it has to, if it breaks through this level, it has to come and chill on it and then start going back up. Because a lot of people, what happens is when people do breakouts, like, yes, I was waiting for it to get to this level. It got to this level. It broke out. And then now, next thing you know, the moment it break out, it come back down and take everybody out. Okay? So that's why you want to wait for it to come. And then this is the retest. A lot of times I didn't get hit by waiting for it to get to this level and I get in at the top and now it's coming back down. Now I'm in drawdown and now I'm like, my stop loss might get hit. Even if it does reverse to go back to my level, I just got in. I got in at the right price, but I got in the wrong way, as you can see. We wanted to get in like this and then come back so that it can start going back up. That's the retest. And then, so now with our strategy, because we come from coming down, right? We coming from the downtrend, and now price hits this level. Now it's at the floor because it was coming from up there. Now it's at the floor, right? So once we get in, it finally reached here. We wanted to push up, and then we wanted to do another one because now it's showing us that okay, it ain't going back lower than here because this could happen. This could happen a lot. If we think that this is a level, just because this is a level, don't mean that it's gonna hold the level. Price could come back down once it gets here. So that's why we are looking for that to come here and then go back. See how if I can make this go up like this. Okay. We wanted to do that and show that. So that is how we like to do it. Or sometimes it can come and do this and then come back up here, but it's still showing that it's holding above here. So today let's look at this real quick. Because I was just telling Tamika about a level and I was saying if price gets to that level, we don't want to get in right there. We want to wait for it to pull back and then take it back up. So here's what it did this morning. If anybody, and Yvonne, I want to see your trade. I want to see when did you get in? Did you get in when I told y'all that it was happening on the CCI on the 1 hour, or when did you actually take the trade?
I went in late, a little bit late. It was like it did a pullback. I remember that. It did a pullback and then I went in, I think maybe on the like second or third candle. I was like, oh shoot. I was trying to log in real quick before it could so I can quickly get in.
Yeah.
I felt at first I was kind of scared. I'm like, dang, I thought I missed it.
Yeah.
But I said, no, I'm gonna just go in just in case and get a little bit of profit. And then when it starts to reverse, I'm gonna quickly get out.
Yeah.
So that's what I did.
Okay, so here's what happened yesterday. So we had 2 trades when we was on live. We took a trade and we knew we was at TP level, and we like, this is a TP level. Nobody was in with their real money at that point, so we just let whatever happens. But we knew that this was a TP level. This was the first setup.
Are you
But
showing your screen, Jasmine? Because we
oh,
can't see
I'm
it.
sorry.
Do I need to stop sharing?
I ain't even try to share it. Yeah, I forgot that I was. Yeah, stop sharing
Oh,
for a moment and see.
okay.
And then Tamika, if we don't get back on your screen, I want you to continue to do what we was doing. Okay, just
Okay.
copy those lower ones, and every 20, and then
Okay.
block them. And then I'm gonna hopefully I can check it and make sure you got them right. Okay.
All right.
Okay, what was I saying? Today with okay, so this is what happened, you guys. When Lillian, were you on live yesterday when the market was opening? Were you on? Yvonne, I know you was.
Who, me? Yeah, I was. I
No,
was.
yeah, I was talking about Lillian. I don't know if she was. I think she was though.
I
But
watched it. I didn't go in.
yeah. But so this was the trade because we was really waiting on the 1 hour, remember? You guys were like waiting on it, waiting on that 1 hour. Oh, I'm still not sharing. Shoot. Um, wait. Oh, Tamika, you still sharing. There we go.
All right.
Okay, sure. So yesterday we was waiting on the 1 hour to show up, but because we was on live too, I wanted to just enter a trade just because we are on live and this is our live trading day. I did see a setup, but we all knew that the thing that we was really waiting on was not there. But our strategy did show up, and I did want to show you guys how to wait on that retest. So we did get an opportunity to do that, and we hit a TP level, which was here. I'm on a 15-minute chart right now. So let's drop down to, let's see, I'm gonna put it on 2 charts to see, or should I do it on 3? Try to do it on 3. So make this be the 4 hour. And whenever I do my split screens, I would like, now that y'all getting more advanced, like somebody like you, Tamika and Mike, Yvonne, you starting to get more advanced too. If you want to see more to see the alignment, so remember, like to me, you keep saying I don't like flipping back and forth through charts. If you don't like that, you can just set up your chart where, like for me, let's just say I'll do the daily, or I have 3 charts up, but you do gotta, I think I pay. Some people might only have 2 charts available. But I got multiple charts available, but I'll do, if you do have 2 charts, you can do it still, like the hour and the 5 minute or something, so that you can see what they looking like connected to each other, like what they both are doing. They're doing the same thing, but they look different. So okay, so the 4 hour I got here. I'm gonna put the 1 hour here. So I'll go here and change that time frame. I know my charts is messy. I know y'all. It gets like that when you start trading bunch.
Quick question. The video did yesterday, was it recorded?
On the live?
Yes.
Yeah, it was recorded. I didn't upload it though. I don't be even knowing if y'all watch them. I be like, I ain't about to take 30 years uploading this and they don't even watch it. So I'm like,
No,
until
I watched some
somebody
videos,
asks
Well,
me for it.
I'll watch yes.
Uh-huh.
I want to watch yesterday's on.
Okay. So I'll upload it.
Yesterday live.
Okay. I can upload it to YouTube or something. I'm trying to decide if I should
Okay.
upload it to YouTube or to the portal. Do y'all have the portal thing on your phone, the app?
I do,
yes, I
yeah.
do.
Okay, so I can upload it to either one. Okay, I'll do that by tomorrow, okay? I'll try to get it done tonight, and then, cause I ain't gonna lie, communicating all the stuff out, that take longer than actually doing like teaching. Just like the way it just be a lot of work to do a lot of little stuff. And you'll be shocked how much it take to even send out emails and text messages. It'd be crazy. So, but yeah, I'll do that. So 4 hour here, 1 hour here, and then let's say the 5 minute here. So now, what day? Let's go back to Sunday. We'll start here. And whenever you want to make sure you're on the right one. Sunday, 21st there. And then you see the thing is showing me which candle that one is. I'm on a 4 hour. So this was the candle, 5 p.m. I'm on a 1 hour. Back here. Okay, this is the candle right here. At 5 p.m. What time did we get in that trade? Okay, and here it is, right here. So here was the strategy that was happening on the 5 minute. So as you can see, look what was happening on the 5 minute and look what was happening on the 1 hour. So this is what I mean about alignment. The 1 hour, this is the 1 hour candle that was going on. And look at the CCI on the 1 hour. It was going down, right? Somebody say something? Yes, no, maybe so.
Yes, ma'am. It was going down.
Yes.
Okay, it was going down. So now let's connect this, and Mike, pay attention because this probably what's going on with your trades. So the CCI is going down on the 1 hour, but look at the 5 minute. The 5 minute CCI, the strategy is there though, right? I don't even got the rest of the stuff up. Let's
Right.
see. It probably wasn't even a squeeze. Kind of it was. Imagine that the strategy is there, but it's going down on the 1 hour. And what did I tell y'all about the higher time frames? Who is the boss?
The
Big
higher
mama.
time frame.
Exactly. The higher time frame is the big mama. The higher, the even more powerful it is. So if the 5 minute is going up, it's trying to do our strategy, but the 1 hour is going opposite our strategy, who gonna win?
The
The
bigger
one
time
at the
frame.
higher time frame.
Exactly. So why do you think we didn't get far? Did we? It worked, but not really. Because we can't. Because the big mama said, no, I'm not ready. So that's why we only got half. And you see, like, we got the trend line break. Remember, we were waiting on that trend line break. But this was a 10 point, almost like a 15-point play, honestly. Because we were right here. Remember, we were waiting on the trend line break. We saw that trend line break. This could have been this was literally like $140 if you would have been trading with $100. This one candle was. It was. Like if you would have got in right at the trend line break, you could have made like over 100% with this one candle, right? But our strategy, we need to wait for the pullback. According to our checklist, we like the pullback. And here, the pullback, we got it, right? We got the pullback. And look at that. Remember this is just something I keep. Remember what I was telling you guys about how the market moves in those like in fives, like multiples of five, right? Look at what you notice. This level right here, 43. It pulled back to around 37. That is exactly 5 points. Exactly 5 points. So anyway, this is why this was a 50% play. This was a 50% play. So anyway, that's why this trade did not work out because we was not in alignment. We were not in alignment with the higher time frame on this trade. So this could only really be a scalp. So if anybody was holding like we were trying to hold for here, right? When I even wrote this, yes, this is a TP, but I knew that it was likely it was a chance that it would not work because the 1 hour was going down. It was a chance that it would not work. It was a chance, and the reason why I had this TP here, it makes sense because look, that's where we came from. This was the gap when we gapped down, and this was the candle that it came from. So this is a great TP. It makes sense, but it was not in alignment. So anytime, that's why I keep preaching, you guys, we gotta be in alignment. Know where you are in the market. Always look at those higher time frames. If the higher time frame is pointing down and it looks like we about to be trending down on the higher time frame, you should not be trying to take the strategy on the 5 minute. You're gonna, if you do, you gotta have it. You gotta be in and out like snap of a finger. Just know that you're going against the trend. So Mike, with your trades, the ones that don't work out that good, are you noticing that could this be one of the reasons? Like you might
Yeah,
not be.
I'm not waiting for the pullback, but I'm not even like, I've been going in like not drawing lines.
Oh, you just getting lazy with it. You ain't. Yeah, you in there playing. He's shaking the dice. That's what you do. Shaking the dice. We got to get like now. We got to get some structure on it. So anyway, so boom, boom. So that was our first trade, right? But we was whole time, you guys remember we was waiting on that 1 hour, and then bam, we get it. We was already off though because we started at 4. We got off at 6. I think it happened around. Let's see what time it was. It wasn't long after. It happened at 7. We got off the call at around 6 o'clock. We started at 4, got off at 6, and the trade happened at 7. So also keep this in mind, you guys. The key time of days. Write this down. Remember what I was telling y'all. The time of day that you trade matters. It matters, it matters, it matters. 7 o'clock, like on the hour, 5 p.m. could be a good time. I like the open because that's the open. 5 p.m. could be a good time for Sundays. And let's just say we're talking about Sundays here. And it's any day of the week. I used to come home from work like a few years ago, come home from work and I would trade 7 p.m. 7 p.m. was my time. And I would not trade the whole thing. I just would wait for the open because you'll get a candle like this a lot of times. So start looking at that on different days if you want to trade multiple days other than the days that that I like to trade. Start looking at 7 p.m. Start looking at 7 p.m. So if you know you want to back test, like say for instance, for me, we see how I was back testing. I know for a fact that I'm back testing Sundays because I know that that's my trading day. This is putting parameters around your trading. If I know I want to trade on Sundays and on Mondays, these are the days that I need to be back testing because I want to know what the market does because the market does different things on different days. It's called market behavior. It has a behavior. That's how I can know was likely to happen on Sundays because it really just replicate itself over and over. So identify your schedule and see what time of days that you can trade, and that's where you want to get your back testing info. Because it don't really matter if I'm seeing a bunch of stuff on Friday. If I know that Friday is just not a day that I want to trade or I'm not available to trade that day. So I don't really give a fuck what's going on Friday. So I really won't even waste my time focusing on Friday. I want to focus where I know that I can be. But if you like Fridays like that, you might love a Friday. Then that's where you need to put your time. So, okay, anyway, back to it. The 1 hour, here we go. We got it at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. It started happening. I think I sent out the text message. I said, our strategy is happening. Look at the CCA. Look at the whole thing that's going on. Boom. We got the squeeze happening. And we got the CCI setting up. Perfect. 7 o'clock. And then, so look, I dropped down. We dropped down to the lower time frame. I think I did this on a 1 minute though. Either way, look, the CCI finally, here it is with the, look what happened when, this is how you can get faked out too when you trading this strategy on 5 minute if you only looking at the CCI. Oh no, this was our strategy. Nope, you didn't get faked out. Just didn't go all the way up. but we kept saying this was a TP level. So that worked. So here is where it started crossing again. Really got up there, right here, across the trend line. So connecting, and then look at this entry. Oop. So this was a perfect entry. So Mike, remember you like the scalp. If I drop down to the 1, this is happening on the 5-minute. Let's drop down to the 1 minute. The same thing is happening. Oh, he's messing up this. Where we at? That? We're right here. Let's see what the CCI was doing at the 1 minute. It was doing the exact same thing. The 1 minute and the 5-minute was, I think by the time it started pushing up, the CCI was probably like right here. So that's what I mean by alignment, okay? Waiting on the 1 hour. And then what else? We at the bottom of a zone. We're not all the way at the bottom, but we're very, very close to the bottom. Sometimes it won't be all the way at the bottom, but we're very, very close. Let's see, how many points away are we from the bottom? 514 to 5. It's supposed to be 10, but it say 5.9. So it's about 5 points. It's about 5 points away. Close enough. Into that trade. You see that thing pushing up and all of the things are aligned. We've been waiting on it. It crossed the trend line. Oh, it's go. It's go time. Okay, so that's what happened yesterday. So now here's what happened today. Here's what happened today. Because we got out the trade here. I think I had put some TPs on there before. Right here. So what was today? I feel like something's different because this was what time? 2 a.m. Did I move one of my things? I feel like I moved something because it had reached. When I sent you a picture, oh, I was looking at this time frame here. Why is it looking different? Oh, here you go. I don't even know why I'm going through this trade. It don't even matter, really. It happened already. But basically, the CCI was happening again on the 4 hour. If I do a replay of this, I'm going to do this. Get this out the way. So now, you guys, we looking over here. We looking on this chart. Look at this. Look down here. I know it's probably hard to understand. Look at this CCI. I'm gonna have to do a replay. It looked like nothing. Keep in mind what we are looking for. We're looking for price to be underneath here, and our whole mission is for price to come from underneath here, and we want it to go up. So today, it looked like this. Yesterday, it looked like this too. And then I told Tamika too. I said when price is still in a downtrend. Because look, now I got a downtrend on the higher time frame. And I said, if we could get price to break here, right? Because this is looking like a lot of little consolidation over here. Price can get above here. We're going to go back up. This is TP1. And then I'm looking at this wick around here. This is TP2. And then this could be between here, TP1, TP2. But for real, if I'm honest, this right here is where a level that I would be wanting to stop at. That's probably where I ended up. I got out before that because I didn't trade New York session. So, and price did break. And I was explaining to Tamika the same concept right here. This was the concept. It was, if I grab this pathway, we've been on here for a while. We got to go. So I was explaining to her right here. I said, if you want to only, and this is the 4 hour chart though. I think we were doing this on the 1 hour. But basically what I was saying is that, yeah, we got to do this on the 1 hour. It was right here. I was saying price break out here. This looked like a bunch of consolidation. You might only want to wait until price break out of here, which is right here. But I was explaining to her the same concept of what I was talking about with these arrows that I was just explaining, I was saying that you don't want to get in when the price finally push up here to here. You want to wait to price push up to here and then come back down. And then come back up. Like now, once you're right in here, now you want to ride it back up. And let's just see what happened here. Because I think this is what happened pretty much when I was watching it. And I'm going to get this out the way. Okay, stop. Right here. Okay, try to move this whole thing. Pretty much. I think this is what happened. And price started doing that, and we want to see it push back up. Let's see what happened. Okay, it went down. Oh yeah, this is what we were doing. Wasn't this one? Okay. What was it? Because it was it? What was it, Tamika? When I sent you, did I send you a picture? I think it was this. Yeah, it was this. It don't matter. I ain't about to be on here looking for that.
Yeah, I think you just sent the numbers.
I
The
think it
level.
was this. No, I think it was this candle. Because maybe it was like shrunken or something. It was one of these candles where it had got right to the spot. It was after this.
Mhm.
And then it pulled back. And then the candle started pushing up above it. And I was like, this is your entry. Did you ever take that trade?
No, I had took the I took the trade before, because remember I told you I ended up taking it on the 1 hour yesterday, and I was in a TP of 200,
Yeah.
and then I just went on. It started to pull back, so I got out and I made like 120, but it was in paper trade.
Yeah. It's fine. As long as I would say paper trade, as long as you feel comfortable. You don't have to rush to lose no money. You don't have to rush to lose no money. But at the same time, if you wanna like when you start to feel like once you start seeing that you winning more than losing, that's when it's time to go with your real money. Okay. When you're starting to see and then really document your trades, like, okay, I'm seeing on a regular basis, my trades is hidden. On a regular basis, that's when it's gonna be time. But if you starting to see that and then you still scared to do with your real money, you're gonna have to just cut the cord and take the leap. And just save up. Like if finances is the money, it's the problem, you just gotta slowly save up and have $25 going to straight to the trade evade out your paycheck, just automatic deposit. So you don't even see it. Next thing you know, you look up, you got $200 in your trading account. Okay. So anyway, that's what happened. You see, I had these TPs since yesterday. And look at how it played out because the CCI was there. And I had said it like it was there on the 4 hour. That's what was happening. Our strategy was happening on the 4 hour, and I could see where we was about to go. And we got there. We got to TP2. So, any questions, you guys, about anything today?
Sundays are good. It's just really slow, but
Yeah.
Sundays are really, really good because about two Sundays ago,
Mhm.
as soon as the market opened, man, I saw the strategy. I mean, it probably hadn't been open 5, 10 minutes. I got in and I made like 150 like that.
Yep. Don't sleep on
So Sundays are good, and overnight is really good. It's just that I either don't hear my alerts,
Mhm.
or either like I was telling you this morning, Jasmine, how I had set my alert on the CCI, but it never really, uh, got to the 100. It stayed above it, which kind of
Mhm.
what you went over earlier.
Yep.
So now I kind of know to watch for that,
Right.
the price action. But Sundays is good. It's just really, really slow. But I love it when I can get in and make money like that. I'm like, oh
Right.
man, that was easy peasy.
Exactly. It's like why we want to go to the hard work for?
Exactly. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. It's that easy money. So definitely Sundays. And yes, it is boring. You just gotta it's one of
It
the ones you
is.
gotta set and forget, and which is good.
Yep. Yep.
Which is good. Like this morning, I got in a trade this morning and it was slow because I think I woke up early. Like, oh, here's another time, good time, right? All the good times to trade at nighttime, 6, 5 is you can, let's just say if you don't do the open, because let's just say around 6, you can find a good trade, 6 p.m. my time, CST. So do the math on your own time. So write this down for real because this to know the time of days that are active is very good. It'll save you a lot of boring, wasting time. So 6 p.m. CST, which is 7 p.m. EST. Also, another good time for any day of the week if you want to trade Asia session, 7 p.m. EST. No, 7 p.m. CST, which is 8 p.m. EST. So 7 p.m. Also midnight, like at nighttime, midnight and 1 a.m. We see the trades on the 1 hour happening a lot at 1 a.m. So if you're a night owl, setting, looking at the charts at 1 a.m., setting those alerts on your phone and on your laptop. And the thing about the phone, you have to double check your phone and make sure that the sound, because my alerts was going off, but they wasn't making a sound. They'd be like a little buzz a little bit, but I couldn't hear it. So let me know if y'all can't actually hear the sound. It should be able to go off on your computer and on your phone. Do y'all have them set up to go off on your computer and your phone?
I do. Yeah, I do.
And you get the sound?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So 7 p.m. CST, 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 3 a.m. So that's when the market on Sundays it start moving. If you can notice, let's see what time of day. Let's do this. That it actually started moving. And 6 a.m., like 5 to 6 a.m., that thing be going. What time?
Yep, I've seen it at 5 and 6 a.m. You're right.
Yep, it be going. So what happened here? Here it is, right here. I think that's when I took the first trade, right here, and it went to my level, and I don't think I exited right here, and I was like, cause I was trading small, I was trading with only 2 micros, and I didn't have my TP because I was trading on Ninja Trader. I wasn't doing it on here because mine kept acting up, and I did not.
Was it on the? I'm
Huh?
sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. I was gonna ask. Was it on the 1 hour or the 15
This
or
was
5 minutes?
what with this trade right here at 6. Let's see if it was. Did I see it? I think it was on the 1. On the 1 hour. Let me see. Where did I see? Or was it even there on the 1? Because I've been trading price action too. So this is the 1 hour. Let me see if it was there. 6. Okay, 7 p.m. 6 a.m. It was already above here. I knew we was bullish though, because I know price at. So this is what keep explaining you guys. When we are bullish, you don't have to always wait for price like on a 1 hour, right? We do want it to be down here, but also this is bullish sentiment when we up here too. Because do y'all remember what I was saying yesterday about this line? Remember we was at the top of the box? You guys remember that whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all remember that? Anybody?
Yeah, I remember you going over it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was talking about being at the top of the box. Remember, so this whole yellow thing is my box. It was the high and the low of Friday's candle. Remember, and
Monday. Yeah.
yep, and we know that the price gap down below and it fell all the way back. That's why this was a great reversal level because look, we got to the bottom of the box. You see that yellow? That yellow was the bottom of my box. And Mike, if you're confused, the bottom, we're talking about the high and the low of Friday's candle, where you mark those out and you pretty much, if it's at the bottom of the box, you want to trade it up. If it's at the top of the box, you want to go down. And then the lady who I learned it from, she said, if you're at the middle of the box, you do nothing. But what I learned on Sundays, when we get to the middle of the box, if it can hold above the middle, we are continuing to go up. and especially if we are aligned with the higher time frame. So I'm putting together these pieces of the puzzle. I already know. So we opened up below the box. That this dark yellow line, this is I can make it a different color. This yellow line right here. I don't know how to make it another color. Right here. This red line, pink, whatever. This line right here. We opened up below it. We got all the way to the bottom of the box. Look, we was at the bottom of the box and we almost at the bottom of my zone. And the 1 hour was where is this at? It was point coming back up. All of these indicate that we are going up. All of them. Point blank period. All of it is indicating we're going up. So then we get to the top, we get back to the middle of the box, which is this area. We get back to the middle of the box. And so what we said is, if we could hold above the middle of the box, we heading back up. We held above for a little bit. It fell all the way back down. Fell all the way back down. And this was at, what did I say? Around midnight. Look what happened. Look what time it is. We get the reversal back up. It is 11 where it started to go. It is 11:45 p.m. And we get the whole move back up. So write down those times. 6 p.m., 7 p.m., fucking midnight. 12 a.m., 1 a.m. It be between those zones because that is the end of Asia session going into London session. So this is at 11, right? 11, almost midnight. We get the whole move back up. And then we're at 6 p.m. So look, we at 1 a.m. now. Let's see where 6 a.m. is at. 6 a.m. And keep in mind, when I'm doing this, I'm still looking at the hour. This is, look at this. Hide this. Just look right here. I'm still, every time I'm doing stuff, I'm still really looking at the hour chart. Still looking at the hour because my CCI, like my strategy is still playing out on the hour. Because remember, I had a TP here. Look, so now price started to sit above this level. Remember those zones? We started from the bottom of the zone. Remember I said we want to come down and sit on top of a zone. Now we're sitting on top of the zone. This is where the equivalent of this. This is literally where this is at. It's the same thing. No, it's where this is at. Right here. This is this. I just don't got the yellow on this part. This is this. We sitting on top of a zone. So that's why we going back up. Because we finishing the play. Going back up to TP. Look where it went to match right here. So even though with Tamika, with the zones, please you guys know this. Even if your zones are not exact, look at those. That's why I said make your zones kind of like see-through. So you can see these candlesticks. Because look, even though my zones ain't exact, I got out of the trade because I can see it's still matching here. You still want to use the candles, okay? Just don't only just look at the zones are just a roundabout. You want to look at those candlesticks. This is the price. My zones is just a zone of price. Like it's a range. It's letting me know when I'm in a certain area. But the candlesticks is where the price is. And that's exactly where TP was at. It matched there before we pulled back. Obviously, we went through the zone. But you do want to be looking at the candlesticks. That's why I said don't make your zones too dark. So if you can't see the candles, what's the point of that?
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah. All right, I think y'all learned enough today. Did I overwhelm you guys? And always stop me if I do.
Nope.
No, it's cool.
No, okay.
Not for me.
Okay, so how do I wrap this up? I want to wrap this up by I need each person. I think we covered a lot today. We covered an extreme amount. So here's a recap of what we covered. Yvonne, you did come at the end. Lillian came late too, but we covered an extreme amount. What we did cover, here's the recap. Tamika showed us her back testing. Yvonne, did you get a chance to back test?
Yes,
You
but
did?
how do you show it? Like, what I did was I wrote down I wrote down from the last week
Yeah.
assignment. I wrote down
Yes.
all the every time the 1 hour hit our strategy.
Okay.
That's what I did. But I didn't back test it, like, go into the replay. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
I didn't do that. No,
So
I didn't do that. I just wrote them down and just made like just add to my data. Just like wrote down what time, and all that good stuff.
so what did you find? Okay, tell me your data points. What did you write down? You wrote down what specifically? Like
I
what?
wrote down. Oh, I'm driving, so I don't have it, but I do have it in my head. I noticed our strategy on the 1 hour hit at least twice a week.
Okay.
That much, twice a week, and a lot of time it was late at night. It was late at night. So I was like, okay, but I didn't. That's all I wrote down. I just wrote down the times it hit.
Do you know, did you see like which days were more that it happened on, around what time late at night or anything like that?
I do, but I wrote it down and it's at the house. But I did write it down. When next class I'll have my notes with me. I worked late today. They
Okay.
had me working late today, but I did write it down. I'll show you pictures or whatever when I get home.
Okay.
So that's what I did. The
Okay.
times, and but I did notice it was at night, and sometime it was like early in the morning. Um, and there was one of them was in the afternoon. One was in the afternoon. I don't remember which one, but I know one was in the afternoon though. But majority of it was late at night. I
Mhm.
noticed.
Yeah.
But I'll show you the picture when I get home. I'll screenshot my notes.
Okay, so y'all got two sets of homework. Well, I can't. I know y'all all grown up with jobs and kids and everything, so I can't try to put too much. But here are the things I still need. Back testing is
Okay.
is I can't say it enough. For real. I really wanted tonight to be like some of these classes, even if we have to start adding classes where we come together and back test. Like this is, just to make sure everybody is back testing. Like I'm not even teaching nothing. This is just
Mm,
back test and study time, because it's that important.
okay.
As you guys can see, the little back testing we have been doing is big, is huge. It's been
Yeah.
super eye-opening, right?
Very for
It,
me.
for
Because
me
at first
too.
I was hesitated. I was hesitant on the 1 hour because I was stuck on the 15.
Hmm.
But when I saw like, oh shoot, it's like a no brainer because it
Exactly.
just like
Yep.
it's gonna go, like I would go in and it would just go up automatically. I like just
Yep.
know, like, cause on the 5 minute or the 15 minute, it just kept reversing on me, and it'd be like I'm just watching it and watching. I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna reverse, and I would quickly get out, and my nerves
Yeah.
would get really bad. But on
Yep.
the 1 hour, it's like
Yep.
it's a no brainer. It's gonna
Yep.
go.
You just
You know?
you in for the ride. I feel like it just take you.
Yes.
You don't got to do
Yes.
nothing. It's hard to lose with that.
Yeah. That's what got me sold. After like two of them, like two
Yeah,
or three of them, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm sold.
exactly. I'm sold too.
I
Like,
just didn't like the fact that it doesn't happen so often.
right? But what you
But
want to do? You want to win more, or you want to trade more and be nervous and lose more? Which
win
one?
more.
Yeah, exactly.
Win more.
So that's the mindset shift. Here's the other part that when we start getting in psychology, the mindset shift. You got to shift from trading is not like a regular job. Just because you do it more don't mean you make more money. The people that make the most money is the people that trade the least. So when you trade less, the 1 hour is just a higher quality. We want quality over quantity. Because if I can make $500 in one trade, right? Why do I want to be trading 5 times trying to like skimp, make $7, $70 here, $50 there, and I gotta work hard for that versus if I just sit and wait. And I heard something they said, the moment you understand that with trading, the moment you understand that you get paid to wait is the moment that everything starts to change for you with trading. Imagine that you don't get paid to trade, you get paid to wait. Because if I just wait, the payoff is going to be bigger than if I just try to do something. Just
That
start
make a
letting
lot of
that.
sense.
Exactly. Yes. You get paid to wait. Yes. It was so funny. It was a show back in the day when my daughter was little, and they used to say, you gotta wait until I cook it. It was talking about some little kids. So your kids be real hungry, they be always super impatient. And then the song was like, you gotta wait until I cook it. You gotta wait until I cook it. You gotta wait till I put it on your plate. You gotta wait until I cook it. That's what we got to do. We got to wait till they put it on our plate. And when they do it, then you're going to eat.
That's true.
Yep. On that note, amen. Let the church say amen.
Amen.
All right. So this week, let's say, so Tamika, for you, I want you to continue to do those zones. Make sure your
Okay.
zones are done and then lock them. And then so next week I can look over them and see, how's it going. And then when you practice your trades, I'll just try to wait until you get to like one of those zones. And if you notice when we was doing the stuff, when it was in the middle, it's not a great trade. You could still get something out of it, but it wasn't ideal, right? So
Mm-hmm.
try to, when you take your trades, notice, are they coming from those zones? You're probably going to notice that they are. Okay. So
Okay.
just notice, um, continue to back test if you get the time. I would say back testing is more important than anything. I would say back testing is more important than trading right now.
Yeah.
I would say that because the more you get that data. So for you remember when I said organize your data, start looking at,
Yes.
I would say this for everybody. Do pick one day. Now that we know Sundays, we can do this as a group. I started doing Sundays 2024, right? Maybe somebody start Sundays 2025, start from January. Somebody else start Sundays 2025 starting in June. And then we can all gather the data, right? So look at it like that. Pick a day. I think that's a good strategy too. If we really want to know, if we definitely know that we are trading on Sundays, for sure. We trading on Sundays and Mondays. Start looking at Sundays and Mondays to see what's going on, right? What's going on there? Where's my setup? What time of day does it usually be happening? And then now you really gonna be knowing what to do every Sunday and Monday. And that's gonna be something that I can guarantee I can make some money on these days. Okay. So focus on pick one day and get a lot of data from your one day. Can y'all try that for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, you guys. Any final questions before we hop off of here?
No questions.
No questions. Mike, are you?
Well, I have one question. You said each one of us is gonna pick a year
I
for
said
every Sunday.
I said that'd be a great strategy. We didn't absolutely say that, but I think that would be a good strategy. Everybody a part of this is not on here tonight, but do y'all think that could be something? I don't want to say that and then people don't do what they're supposed to do. So,
I'll do 2025.
okay, 2025, what month? You don't have to do the whole 6 months. You can say I'll just for next week, I'll just do January, or I'll just do whatever, you know.
Okay. Pick a year and pick a month in the year.
Yeah, do that, and keep
Okay.
it on the same day. So you want to do
Every
2025
Sunday.
Sunday, January 2025. I'm gonna write this down.
Yes.
Okay. So
Okay, what I'm writing down every time the strategy hit
I'll
every
make this.
Sunday.
Were you on here when I gave out the paper? The what is it? What is that thing, Tamika?
Spreadsheet.
Yeah, the spreadsheet.
Yes. Yes.
That's what
I
you need
got
to
it. I
use for your
downloaded.
Sunday. For your
Okay.
yeah.
Got it.
And then what I know you're busy and whatever, but you can't just write it down. You have to back test it so you can see
And put it
where
in.
your stop loss is gonna be.
Okay.
Right? You know how to do the replay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You
You gotta
taught
do
me
that.
last week.
Yep.
Okay.
And so just do that. Yeah, just do that. I would tell you to do the risk to reward. I feel like I'm adding on a lot of stuff to you. So
Not just 2025, January, every Sunday. January.
yep. So it should be 4 Sundays. And I want to see, so do it for the hour. Just do it for the hour. If you want, this is what you missed though. Let me share this with you because you just got on late. Dang, I'm going in tonight. Usually we be off of here. My phone dead. Okay, here you missed what my new back testing stuff looks like. And I think what I'm doing take a long time though. So I don't expect people to do this, but it really is super helpful. So I don't expect you to do this, but I'm gonna just show you. Share. Oh, you driving though right now, right?
Yeah, but I look at it. That's pictures of that screenshots.
This is I took it on the phone. I printed it out and I took it with my phone. So
Oh.
yeah, because I'm making a binder of the setup, and if you can see, I did it on the one day, like I got all three. Remember, I keep preaching alignment, alignment, alignment. So what I
Mm.
did is I found all the Sundays and I wanted to see what it looked like from each time frame when it was happening, so that I can know.
Oh.
Yeah. So this last one is the hour chart is what was going on. Um, I will upload it in email. So if y'all want to ever, I don't know, maybe you will want to make a binder one day or whatever. But I'll put it in the
No,
email.
I'll look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is very, very extremely helpful for me because I'm getting all of this data and these patterns are etching in my brain. They
Mm.
literally going right to my brain. So it's easier for me to see where the TPs are going to be based off the higher time
Okay.
frame. And that's how, yeah, it's easy for me to see because I'm doing this super extremely detailed work that I'm gonna lie, it should take a long time. But go back to the question, how bad do you want it? And I want it real, 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 real bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, ain't nothing more important to me than hitting my goals when it comes to making the money in trading. Period. So if that means that I can't hang out with people or I'm too busy to, party, whatever, that's what it means then. So
Okay.
all right. All right, you guys, my throat
Cool.
is hurting now. I done talked y'all to death. All right. I'll talk to y'all next week and just text me or yeah, send me a text if you guys have any questions, okay?
Okay.
All right,
Y'all
y'all.
have a good night.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.